So good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Idlewild Park playing facility. Again, the Sylhet Jalalians take on the Dhaka Scorpions. Dhaka winning the toss earlier and electing to have a ball. The batsmen out in the middle, Mohammed Urshad and Minajul Islam Rafi. The bowler looks a man with ball in hand, appears to be Rifat Hussain, and so he'll start here from the John F. Kennedy end, and he will be bowling to Minajul Rafi. We're underway here at the Idlewild playing facility. Overcast conditions, and Len, it certainly sets up to be an interesting matchup between two very quality teams.
Yes, Carl, the organizers have put a lot in this tournament, and we're ready for play. One of the best words you can hear at a cricket match, ready for play, and we are. With the Sylhet Jalalians will take on Dhaka Scorpions, and as we mentioned, Dhaka Scorpions having won the toss, they've decided that they'll bowl first in very heavy conditions here in terms of the weather, overcast. So Rafi Minhajul will face the first ball, and Rifat Hussain given the ball from the John F. Kennedy International Airport end. We're just outside of one of the runways of John F. Kennedy International, and we're ready for play here. Beautiful facility. And as we await the start, the first ball at the BPL of USA, a well-organized, put-together tournament, and we'll talk a little bit about that as the day progresses, Carl. So Rafi Minhajul will be the man on strike. Rifat Hussain given the ball, and we're pretty much ready for play. So good start here from Rifat. Ball on the stumps, and Rafi does well to defend the ball. So things are on the way. And Jalalians asked to bat first here. Dhaka Scorpions, well put together teams. And we'll have to see who played a better cricket here to come out on top.
And a good start for sure, Len. First ball having to be defended.
Oh, an attempted cut here by Rafi. It doesn't go well. And the ball goes through to Nazmul Siddiqui, one of the better wicket keepers around. And Carl, when you look at the talent pool in the BPL of USA this year, we've seen everyone who can play good cricket in the New York City area. They're around here. They've made a relative good start to this opening day, and we are told that this could be match number 2. And the one up at Flushing may have already started, so let's assuming this is match number 2.
So the 2018 edition, the inaugural BPL, well, the official opening, let's say, and maybe not the inaugural edition of the BPL, well and truly underway here.
Another play and miss, so Rifat Hussain, Carl, has bowled 3 dot balls here, very important in this format of the game.
Yes, Len, and bowling a steady line and just testing the off stump or the play of Rafi outside. Rafi is a quality player, comes from the champion John Adams team.
The ball turned into the onside, can't score. And Carl, before we go further, we'd like to welcome all our television viewers. We're streaming especially for you. We're coming into your living room. We're coming into your mobile devices. And we're glad to have you as company. We hope you will keep us company all day as we bring you this feed live from the Idlewild playing facility.
So again, another quality delivery forcing Rafi to defend. And I was making the point that Minajul Rafi was one of the players from the championship John Adams team of 2018. John Adams winning the 2018 Public School Athletics League's Cricket Championship in 2018. Would have won it on 3 separate occasions.
Playing a miss, so that's the first maiden over of this match. It comes off the shoulder of Rifat Hussain. 6 dot balls in a row. And Rafi has struggled here. It's none for none at the end of 1.
So excellent start by Rifat Hussain, bowling starting with a maiden over. And so in effect, they have essentially eliminated 1 over from this matchup, perhaps, as Dhaka on the front foot so far. The Sylhet Jalalians sit back initially with a maiden over being delivered by Rifat Hussain. So the new man will continue the attack is Mulin Diwan. So the action continues here. It's Diwan to continue, and he'll pick up the attack here at the commentary box end, and he will bowl to Mohammed Ershad.
So not a run yet on the board. So we've seen tidy stuff here from Dhaka Scorpions, and now begun here by D1.
So 7 consecutive dot balls bowled here by the Dhaka Scorpion bowlers. So good start on both sides.
A big play and a miss here by Mohammed Ershad.
And Ershad trying to get down the track. Took a big stride down the wicket to look to get closer to the pitch of the delivery. And it's possible that Diwan saw him coming and just angled that ball away to the offside. And so he plays and misses. Score remains at none for none. Another swing and a miss. So, so far, Len, 9 consecutive dots to start here for the Dhaka Scorpions. Excellent bowling on both ends as Diwan Mulin looking here to pick up where Rifat Hussain left off with another maiden.
Yes, Carl, they've struggled to really get their scoring on the way. And even an extra has been very hard to come by, so they're struggling here. The ball taken on the pad, big appeal, not out, says the umpire.
And ball perhaps going down the leg side, perhaps, or maybe even a tad bit high, as Ershad on the back foot looking to pull through the onside. Doesn't make contact. So steady bowling here by Diwan. 10 consecutive dots to start for Scorpions.
So again, ball trying to pull through the onside, big appeal. Not out, says umpire Palash.
And Len, it's possible here that the pace of the wicket may certainly be impacting the ability of the batsman to get bat on ball. And perhaps a little bit of a slow wicket here to start. Overcast conditions, it's also possible, could be contributing to the movement of the deliveries.
So again, a ball trying to go through the onside. So a couple of maiden overs here in the books. 2 maidens, one by Rifat Hussain, and one by Mulin Diwan. So they have been impressive with their ball. And a couple of overs in the books already. 2 maiden overs here.
And I couldn't ask for a better start if you're the Dhaka Scorpions. And they have to be happy. Arif Haq must be happy with the effort so far of both his opening bowlers, each starting with a maiden over. Again, a reminder that the stream of today's broadcast is being brought to you on timetvUSA.com, timetvUSA.com.
So another dot ball. We've seen 13 dot balls. And Carl, I'm pretty sure the first run that scores here is going to be a big event.
Well, so far, Len, runs hard to come by. And excellent bowling by Hussein and Moulin Diwan.
Playing a miss again here by Rafi. So the struggle continues here for the Sylhet Jalalians. Having asked to bat first, and so far they have soaked up 14 dot balls.
And Hussein pulling his length back just a tad bit on that particular delivery. And this one again is defended by Rafi. So the excellent bowling continues. Now 17, and in fact now 15 balls have been delivered. All dots registered in the book. And so couldn't ask for a better start if you're a Dhaka Scorpions. Len, 105 balls remain. Could we see 105 dots?
Yeah, they've struggled here. Here's Rifat Hussein. And again, a play and a miss here by Rafi.
And it's a wide Len. So the first run is conceded here. And it comes by way of a wide ball. Ball outside the off stump. And as you pointed out, it's a monumental event. Sylhet Jalalians off and running, one loss. And it comes after 15.
So the fourth ball becomes a wide. And a play and a miss again. So dot ball, the big headline here is Dhaka Scorpions acts. In fact, they deciding that they'll bowl first. And we're into the third over, almost at the end of the third over here with only a wide on the board. So ball cut away. That's a good looking shot here from Rafi, running up towards the backward point boundary, and it goes away for 4. So a lovely shot in the end here from Rafi. The score goes up to 5. He picks up a boundary, and that's a good looking shot for 4.
So they're off and running. First scoring shot off the blade off Rafi, and it comes on the delivery number 11 that he faces, and it runs away to put the Jalalians on the board. It's 5 for no loss in over number 3. 5 for none over number 3 in progress. And this one goes straight up to backward point. And the man in the way there is Tawhidul Islam. That completes the over. 5 runs coming from it. And so with 3 overs gone, it's the Sylhet Jalalians being sent into bat here by the Scorpions. They're 5 for no loss after 3. Overcast conditions. Idlewild Park. Just up off the Belt Parkway in the borough of Queens, New York. And conditions here likely to favor the bowlers, and we have seen the bowlers take full advantage so far. And down the track, this one tugged into the onside for a couple. They go for 1. They'll come back for a second. And so 2 runs then to Hershad. He gets off the mark. And the score goes up now to 7 for no loss. Good looking shot, Len. Didn't time it as well as he would have liked, but enough to get him a couple of runs.
We've seen 7 runs posted on the board now, so good comeback here from Jalalians. And ball goes up towards the offside. This time can't score, so Irshad remains on 2. Rafi is on 4. And we're in the 4th over being bowled here by D1 Mullin. So 7 on the board, 7 without loss. We've got just about 100 balls remaining here. And ball worked into the onside. The loud crack of the bat. Good weather conditions here, certainly considering, Carl, we are into early October. And where the weather appears to even be better tomorrow, touching 80 degrees.
Well, it's certainly not 80 at the moment, Len. Weather perhaps a bit on the cool side, fall-like weather, and no sunshine, no sun to be seen anywhere in the sky. And my sense is that that would, in fact, be beneficial to the bowlers. And so far, that's probably proven to be the case. And perhaps tomorrow might be the day that we might see summer-like weather.
So D1 continues. Oh, ball cut away. That's a good-looking shot. Running up towards the point boundary. And in fact, it may have gone away. So second boundary off the bat of Rafi. He picks up 8. It's 12 without loss.
So Rafi off and running. Ball on outside the off stump with an offer. And he throws the hands at it. Cracks it through the backward point region. And he collects 4 for the effort. So good-looking shot. He's up to 8 now from 13 balls. And so Jalalians off and running. They're looking to close ranks here and certainly pick up the scoring rate.
So
12 for none.
7 in the over. Oh, he comes down. He's driving and driving well. And they'll settle for 1. So good over here. 8 in the over so far. Mohamed Irshad, the man on strike. He's on 3. And Rafi has gone up to 9. We've seen 13 runs on the so relatively a slow start for Jalalians, but they've made a good comeback in the last couple of overs. So 13 on the board. Not a big attempted shot, doesn't go well. Taken on the pad. That's the end of 4. And at the end of 4 here, Carl, they're 13 without loss.
And yes, Len, 8 runs coming from that over. So good over from a Sylhet Jalalians perspective. And they push the score up to 13. Rafi is on 9. Irshad on 3. And we've seen a good bowling effort so far from the Dhaka Scorpions. Going the current run rate, 3.3 runs per over. 3.3 runs per over, the current run rate for Jalalians. And so with 16 overs remaining, this match well and truly on. The BPL 2018 underway here at Idlewild Park. And we'll see if Hussein will continue. And he hands, in fact, a new bowler being introduced here. And it looks to be Tamim Haq that's been given the ball. So he will come in at the John F. Kennedy end, replacing Rifat Hussein. 2 overs, 1 maiden, none for 5. So good start by Hussein. He gives way. And so Tamim Haq will pick up the attack from the John F. Kennedy end, and he'll be bowling to Minajul Rafi. Rafi on 9. 13 for no loss. Down 9. On 9. Third on 9. Down 9. On 9. Third on 9.
So playing a miss here as Nazmul Siddiqui takes the bail off in a flash.
And a clean bit of work done by Siddiqui. And so not able to effect the dismissal as he was picking the bails in a flash. And the score remains at 14. And this will be extras. This is running towards the fine leg boundary. They go for 1. They'll come back for a second. And we expect wides to be confirmed here. And we get the signal now. And the confirmation that 3 runs have been added, coming courtesy of a wide ball in.
So 17 on the board. Dihan Siddiqui, top quality wicketkeeper, but ball eluding him down the leg side. Hawk comes up with a good delivery here, defended here by Rafi. Rafi remains on 9. And the score is 17 without loss. You're watching Sylhet Jalalians taking on Dhaka Scorpions with the news. Dhaka Scorpions have won something already. They have won the toss. A big shot into the onside. Can score is Rafi. He remains on 9, is 17 without loss.
A huge wind-up by Rafi Len, looking to go hard through the onside. But the man well posted at mid-wicket, ensuring that he precludes any addition to the total. So the score remains at 17. Down the leg side again, and this will be extras here perhaps. And we get the confirmation of another wide. And so another couple of runs added here takes the total up to 19 now. And so... and over here, Len, that's seen quite a few extras. 3 wides in the over, totaling 6 runs. And so all the runs over coming by way of extras. And so Tamim guilty of picking the wrong line here to Mohammed Ershad.
So Irshad on strike. Score is 19 on the board. All the runs in this over has been wides. And here goes another one. So the trouble continues here for the bowling team. Dhaka Scorpions have conceded 7 wides in this over, all being wides.
And Len, the question is, if your first change bowler is struggling to find the line here, what does that say for the quality of the bowling attack to come? We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, big strike. It's going to go up to long on. And they'll get a single.
Down 9. On 9. Down 9. In line to be hit down the ground. And so he got to the pitch, didn't time it well, and only succeeds in getting it to the long on area. Concedes just a single, and so that brings Rafi back onto strike. Rafi on 9, he has faced 17 balls, and 21 on the board here for Jalalians, who have been sent in by the Dhaka Scorpions. Here is Haq. Full toss, hit down the ground. This one could go all the way, and it's gone all the way for the first BPL maximum of the afternoon. It comes off the... Down 9. On 9. Third on 9.
And given a full treatment here by Rafi, he goes up to 15. Maybe a ball. 27 in the 5th over.
Third on 9.
And given a full treatment here by Rafi, he goes up to 15.
Third on 9.
And given a full treatment here by Rafi, he goes up to 15. Maybe a ball. 27.
With a replacement ball here. 27 for no loss. Rafi goes up to 15. And we'll take a look at Rafi. Last time we saw him representing John Adams in the Public Schools Athletic League Championship Final. Rafi didn't get among the runs on that particular day, only scored 1, but his John Adams team won emphatically as they defeated Jamaica High School by 48 runs, posting 190 for 8, and then restricting Jamaica High to 142. And so he comes to this match in good order. So in behind a delivery here that is forcing him to defend. And so that completes the over. And so after 5 overs is completed. It's the Sylhet Jalalians sent in here by the Dhaka Scorpions. They have 27 for no loss with Minajul on 15 and Rafi on 9. In fact, Minajul on 15, Urshad on 4. So Diwan will continue. It's bowled 2 overs, 1 made, none for 8 so far. And so he'll continue to Mohammed Urshad. Urshad has been very attacking, but has not been able to hit the ball out of the middle of the blade so far. Swinging for the fences and again not able to get bat onto ball.
Yes, Carl, and you've got to give the batting team some bit of credit here, having used up the first 13 or 14 balls, all dot balls. And you look at the scorecard here; they're going at almost 6 and over. So they have made a good comeback. They haven't lost a wicket, and so the resources alone of having all wickets intact has to count for something. Oh, pulled into the onside. They're running up towards the boundary. The fielder is coming around. He gets onto it now. They come back for 2. Diving and getting there in time. It's 29 without loss. Mohammed Irshad putting in a dive.
Yes, Len, not sure the dive was necessary, but he wanted to take no chances. And he goes diving in. And he gets home safely. It's 29 for no loss. Her shot goes up to 6. And so it's a good-looking drive. And again, we've seen some big shots attempted by Mohammed Urshad, but not hitting the ball out of the middle of the blade, and so not timing it perhaps as well as he would have liked. 29 for none. So buys is the call, so 1 buy added here. That pushes the total up to 30. The Jalalians increasing the run rate steadily here. Run rate now up to 5.5 per over. And so we're halfway through the 6th over here as Moulin Diwan. Ball hit down the ground, straight up to mid-off. And the batters are able to get through for 1. So all the effort we've seen put in by Rafi wasn't able to get past the man posted at it at mid-off. And Sajid is the man that's out there, so he feels cleanly.
So ball defended here by Irshad. He remains on 6. It's 31 on the board. They've made a good comeback here. They've posted 31, having used up 13 or 14 dot balls when they started to bat. So you've got to say, Carl, they've made a very good comeback. The partnership, of course, is 31. Haven't lost a wicket, so everybody with a chance to bat here. So that completes over number 6. So the power plays are done and dusted. It's 31 on the board. With Irshad on 6, Rafi is on 16.
So just 4 runs coming from the over. Another quality over bowled by Moulin Diwan. 3 overs, 1 made, none for 11. And so he's off to a good start. That said, the Sylhet Jalalians, with all 10 wickets in hand, still in a good position here, can certainly set themselves a launching pad here. They thought at the toss that perhaps 160, 170 might be a good total to put on the board. And so Captain Iftikhar Biplab would have to be imploring his batsmen to target some total in that range, if not beyond. And so now they have 84 balls remaining, and partnership of 31 here, the opening stand between Rafi and Ershad. And Rafi contributing the bulk of the total, contributing 23, and Ershad would contributing 8. And so looks like it's Shoaib Amine who has been given the ball. So Tamim Haq just goes for the solitary over. He conceded 14 in that over. And so now the captain quickly looks for a second option and goes to Shoaib Amine to pick up the attack. Here he is.
So Amin given the ball. With 84 balls still to be bowled here. Rafi is on 16. And he has used up 20 balls. Irshad is on 6. He has used up 16. And Amin will come in with over number 7. No, he starts well. Ball given a lot of flight. Slow ball. And they scamper through for a single. So the dive continues here from Rafi.
And yes, Len, certainly a very aggressive running style, wanting to be sure that he takes nothing for granted, puts in the effort every time, and diving into his ground to be sure that he gets there ahead of the throw. And he gets there successfully in the end. That takes him up to 17. The score up to 32. Jalalians going at just over 5 runs per over at the moment, Len.
So 83 balls remaining. And Carl, like anything else, experiences in cricket always is a story to tell going forward, and I'll tell you why as Amin runs in. And Irshad is pulling this one into the onside. Doesn't time well, but it will get a single. On a single that takes the score up to 33. The story of Shane Watson, for example, in the IPL final is a good script for this batting team here, having used up, 11, 12 balls, all dot balls from Shane Watson in the IPL final, went on to smash 100. So sometimes history has a way of reminding us what could be. And Sylhet Jalalians, having started relatively runless in 14 deliveries here, Carl, made a good comeback. They're batting at 33 for none. Oh, big shot! It's in the air, but well away from any of the fielder. And they'll come back for a couple of runs. So brave looking shot here from Rafi. He goes up to 19. It's 35 for none.
Yes, Len, and Rafi getting closer to run a ball here. Still not necessarily hitting the ball out of the middle of the blade. Does well to get a couple, but I'm sure would be loving to get that ball to the boundary whenever possible.
So 4 in the over so far. The ball pulled into the onside. Protection out there, but Rafi has gone up to 20. And Carl, the irony here of strike rates is that while Rafi has used up quite a few balls in the early, he's almost to run a ball. He's batted for 20 off 23 balls. And so then the strike rate will, if you come to the ground and you just look at his scorecard, then you'll realize that Rafi has done considerably well. Irshad makes a big swing. He doesn't connect, and it's still 36 without loss.
And certainly the Jalalians will have to look to try to move this run rate up a bit. At the current going rate, Len, they would be looking at a total somewhere in the range of 120, 130, which may be below a par score on this particular surface. Slower ball. And excellent disguise. And Urshad does well just to paddle it down into the backward square region. And now they're going to challenge for a second, and the oversight gets them too. So good awareness by both Urshad and Rafi, and that allows them to complete the double there to close out the over. 7 runs coming from it. It's 38 for no loss at the end of over number 7. Jalalians batting first here against the Dhaka Scorpions. So a reminder that this game is being streamed live on TimeTVUSA.com. And the Time TV crew in the ground. I want to say good afternoon to all the folks from Time Television, including CEO Abu Tahir, who is in the ground. I want to say good afternoon to the entire crew, and also the folks on following the broadcast on Facebook. I want to say good afternoon to you. Perhaps you have the best seat in the house, in the sense that they probably are at home in the comforts of their homeland, very warm and cozy, unlike a little brisk temperature out here at Idlewild Park. Overcast conditions, but nonetheless, beautiful day for cricket. So Hassan Siddiqui is the new batsman that comes in, ball hit in the air, and gone for a single. So that takes Rafi up to 21, the score up to 39.
Yes, Carl, they've made a very good comeback here. They posted 39. Not a bad score. Well, I know the captain at the toss, they were of the opinion 160, 150 could be a very good score here, based on the conditions here. So the first wicket goes down, that of Mohammed Irshad. He's gone for 9. So 31 for 1.
And a mistimed shot once again off the bat of Irshad. He struggled with the timing all morning into the afternoon. And so he perishes. He falls for 9 off 20 deliveries. It's now 39 for 1 in over number 8 as Siddiqui strikes with his second ball. He picks up a wicket. It's 39 for 1. So Ali Imran comes up with the catch.
So 39 for 1. Ball defended here by Rafi as the new batsman comes out to the middle in form of Masood Haq. So they're batting at 39 for 1. They've lost Mohammed Irshad for 9. Well judged catch from Ali Imran. Oh, big strike is gone in the air. Oh, badly judged. And now they come back for a couple of runs. So Rafi goes up to 23. It's 41 for 1, Carl.
And poorly judged attempt for sure in the deep. The man running around there was Rifat Hussain. Oh, and this time it goes to the other man, and it's Tawhidul Islam out there, and so both men now putting down consecutive chances, and it's gone away for a boundary. So 2 missed opportunities there, Len, for Siddiqui to pick up a second wicket in this over.
So Rafi has gone up to 27. Score has gone up to 45. And a couple of chances offered in the deep, not accepted by the fielding team. Scorpions not judging two relatively opportunities there. And so 8 overs gone. Carl is 45 for 1.
So I think, Glenn, on the second approach, it was Hussein again in the hunt, but then the ball was coming closer to where Tawhidul Islam was posted at street approach. It was Hussein again in the hunt, but then the ball was coming closer. The ball was coming closer to him, then made the attempt to pull the catch in, and in the end, just succeeded in parrying it towards the boundary and across the boundary. And so 4 runs then to Rafi. So he gets a couple of opportunities. 2 consecutive opportunities with him on 22, on 21 actually, and then again on 23.
So Masood Haq will face his first ball. Ali Imran has been given the ball. So over number 9. We're beginning to see Dhaka Scorpions here, Carl, just trying to mix up the bowlers. As we have seen that one of the tendency of T20 cricket. So Masood playing a missing. He starts his innings. His innings starts with a dot ball. It's 45 for 1. We are in the 9th over. Oh, good delivery there. They squeeze out what could be a bye here. And bye is the signal from umpire Palash. In fact, umpire Hack.
Yeah. So 46 then on the board. And we've seen a good bowling effort by Dhaka Scorpions so far. We saw a very pesky Minajul Rafi. Still out in the middle and still looking to advance the prospects here for the Sylhet Jalalians. 46 runs on the board for the loss of 1 wicket.
So good stuff here from Ali Imran.
Saved his team at least 1 run, if not a couple. Ball is powerfully struck.
So good stuff here from Ali Imran. Rafi. He has used up some 30 balls. Oh, that's a good strike. It's going to go. And plugged into the ground, so he's gone away for 4. So that's another good looking shot here. He has used up some 30 balls. Oh, that's a good strike. It's 50 for the Sylhet Jalalians. They're 50 for 1.
Yes, Len, and the 50 comes up in over number 9. So in the 9th over, and so 50 on the board, and Rafi leading the way. He goes up to 31. And swing and a miss, and ball taking Siddiqui a bit awkwardly behind the stump. So that completes the over. 5 runs coming from it. And so with 9 completed is the Sylhet Jalalians batting first here against the Dhaka Scorpions. They're 50 for the loss of 1 wicket with Rafi on 31. Masood Haq yet to get off the mark. The wicket that has fallen is that of Mohammed Hershad. He was caught by Ali Imran off the bowling of Hassan Siddiqui for 9, and that wicket fell when the score was 39. Since then, 11 runs have been added, taking the total up to 50 for the loss of 1 wicket. With 9 overs completed, we're almost up the halfway mark here, Len. And Jalalians are going at just about 5.6 runs per over. And so on the back half of this innings, one would expect with 9 wickets in hand that the Jalalians will look to pick things up here from a run rate standpoint.
So Hassan Siddiqui will continue. First of all, went for 7. And he got the only wicket to have fallen so far. So will come into ball to Masood Haq. And Haq is cutting and cutting well. They got a chance coming back quickly for 2, and in the end, a couple of runs added here, 52 on the board. As Masood Haq gets his first scoring runs on the board, he's off with 2, is 52 for 1.
So again, quality bowling here. And Siddiqui has bowled well. He's just conceded just 9 runs. Has picked up a wicket. Perhaps should have had 2 in his first over. And again, another quality delivery outside the off stump. And Masood almost in no man's land there, not really offering much of a shot attempt. And so not reaching forward, not playing back, and very awkward offering. And this time he's forward and looking to play through the offside again, beaten through the air. And we'll wait for the signal. Buys is the confirmation. And so 1 added then to the total score, moves up to 53. And the good bowling of Hassan Siddiqui continues, Len.
Yes, Carl, we've seen good cricket so far. It's certainly opening day of the BPL of USA. Well put together tournament so far. Good organization. It's been televised live. It's gone beyond what many leagues have failed to do, Carl, over the years in the New York City area. And so certainly a tap on the shoulders here for the organizers. Well put together event, Time TV in attendance. And at the end of 10 is 53 for 1.
And another quality over comes to an end, just 3 runs coming from it. And so Siddiqui continues to bowl well. His 2 overs have cost him just 9 runs. And he's picked up the only wicket to have fallen so far. Again, 53 for 1. 10 overs gone. And the Sylhet Jalalians being asked to take first strike here by the Dhaka Scorpions. Dhaka winning the toss, and immediately Captain Arif Haq indicating we'll have a ball. And so that's what they've done. They've done well to restrict.
So big appeal. Not I'll say is umpire Haq. Masood remains on 2 with 53 for 1.
And umpire Haq indicating that the ball was going down the leg side. So making sure that the fielders are aware. And again, taking on the pad, they scamper through for a leg by. So a couple of questions being posed here by Ali Imran. And so far, questions not answered in the affirmative, but the fact that the questions are being asked is certainly a good omen and a good scenario for the bowling team, the Dhaka Scorpions.
Yes, Carl, they get a single here. So Rafi has gone up to 32. He's batted well. Scores 55 for 1, so 57 balls to be bowled here. I'm pretty sure we could see an extra or 2, so give and take, 57, at least 57 balls to be bowled here. And Ali Imran, he continues to bowl quite economical here. We've only seen 3 runs in the over so far, 1 being a leg by. And so relatively very tidy here from Ali Imran.
Again, very quality bowling. And again, this time this ball is scooting down to behind the square, and they come for a couple. And so leg by is the call. So had to have struck the pads quite hard there, Len, to get away for 2 leg bys into the square leg region.
Yes, Carl, big appeal. I'm pretty sure if reviews were allowed in the BPL of USA, fielding team would have gone up for a review. They looked very confident, but umpire Haq and umpire Palash, the men in charge of making final decisions, And for now, we'll have to take their word. And every weight of their word is 58 for 1 at the end of 11.
So 5 runs coming from the over. Another good one from Ali Imran. And so his 2 overs have cost him just 6 runs. So he's been steady, picking up the attack at the John F. Kennedy end. And Len, in saying that, one thing we'll point out is that we heard at the top of the innings, when the officiators and the organizers of the BPL were providing information to the teams at the opening ceremony, they made sure to point out that the teams have the opportunity to review the umpires, as well as the umpires have an option, the ability to review the teams at the end of each of these matchups in the BPL in 2018. And so it's quite an interesting approach by the BPL organizing committee to ensure that the teams can provide feedback as to the quality of the officiating. And typically in leagues that we've seen around the tri-state, the New York tri-state area, it's one-way traffic. It's usually just the umpires providing their report in terms of the matches that occur. So Hassan Siddiqui continues. Masood Haq, the man on strike, he's on 3.
So ball played into the offside. Masood remains on 3.
And Len, the Jalalians going at just over 5 runs per over. And another single here to Hack. Takes him up to 4. So slow sledding at the moment for the Sylhet Jalalians. But they are up to 59. They still have 9 wickets in hand. And their opening batsman, Rafi, still out in the middle. Big strike down the track. He looks up and watches this one go over. It's gone the distance. Hand. And their opening batsman, Rafi, still out in the middle. Big strike down the track. He looks up and watches this one. It's gone upstairs. And it's 66 for 1. Rafi goes up to 38. A clean looking strike from the John Adams Spartans, man.
Yes, Carl. Big strike again from Rafi. He's gone up to 38. Big edge. So he's gone. So Rafi goes caught behind 65 for 2. Big strike again from Rafi. He's gone up to 38. Big edge. So he's gone. So Rafi goes 65 for 2.
So a good comeback by Siddiqui as he strikes. He's been hit through the offside over extra cover for a maximum. He comes right back and picks up the wicket of Minajul Islam Rafi, who goes to 38 off 39 balls and would have hit 2 BPL maximums and 4 fours in his innings. Rafi batted for 48 minutes and had a strike rate of 97 strike rate. And so excellent batting by Rafi. He has to go. And the new batsman that comes to the middle comes in the form of Salman Hakim is the man who walks to the middle. So that completes the over. 7 runs coming from it. A successful over from a Scorpion standpoint. They pick up their 2nd wicket as they see the back of Minajul Rafi. And so it's 65 for 2 at the end of 12 overs. Just a reminder that the BPL of USA T20 of T20 2018 is presented by Utshab Group and CEO Rehan Zaman. And I believe Rehan is in the ground. I want to say good afternoon if you're here. And then also our grand sponsor, Randy B. Siegel, attorney at law, and then of course our media partners are Time TV and Banla Patrika.
So 65 for 2. Masood Haq remains on 4. New batsman is Salman Hakim. We've got 47 balls or so remaining as the action continues here at the beautiful Idlewild Cricket Facility. Oh, big shot here from Masood Haq. Has gone all the way for a BPL of USA maximum. And what a shot here. The beautiful Idlewild Cricket Facility. Oh, big shot here from Masood Haq. Has gone all the way for a BPL of USA maximum.
Delivered, got excellent elevation and smashed it over deep mid-wicket. It was gone a long way into the bushes, and a search party has been dispatched here, and they've just retrieved the ball. 71 on the board for 2 as Haq quickly goes up to 10.
So Ali Imran coming into this over, Carl. He's bowled a couple of overs for only 6 runs, so he's been quite economical. And with 1 scoring shot, and matches what he's given up so far.
Full toss, and this one is given the treatment once again into backward square. Looks like it's gone upstairs once again. Another BPL.
The beautiful Idlewild Cricket Facility. Oh, big shot here from us.
Once again into backward square. Looks like it's gone upstairs once again.
So they're coming into the home stretch. 45 balls still remaining. Couple of big shots in this over. Masood Haq has gone up to 16 from just 15 balls. So 2 massive sixes.
Well, pressure on Ali Imran Len. His first ball was hit into deep mid-wicket for a maximum, and then with pressure on him, he missed his length and served up a juicy full toss. And Masood Haq, not the man to miss out on many of those, and he smashed it over deep backward square, consecutive maximums, and so he quickly races up to 16 from 15 balls, and the score pushes up to 77.
So Ali Imran this time goes down the leg side, has given up another run here.
So pressure on him, Len, the pressure mounting on Ali Imran here, and so forced conceding some unforced errors as he's pegging now the wrong line, not sure where to bowl here to Masood Haq. Another big strike, ball in the air, man looks up in the deep, watches it go over, and so it's gone. Another big strike, ball in the air, man looks up in the deep, watches it go over, and so it's gone. Another big strike, ball in the air, man looks up in the deep, watches it go. On screen, you would see that this is the tallest building, and this time it's been given. So struck on the pad, looking to pull the ball into the onside. Haq misses the ball completely. And so Ali Imran strikes. It's 84 for 3. And so Haq goes looking to pull the ball into the onside. Haq misses the ball completely.
Haq was having a good time out in the middle. And now that comes to an end. Ali Imran picks up 1. He's bowling at 1 for 25. And so 84 for 3. We are in the 13th over, in the latter stages of the 13th over.
So a good comeback by Ali Imran as Assad Roman will make the long trek out to the middle. And he comes in here with Sylhet Jalalians at 84 for 3. The batsmen out, Mohammed Ershad for 9. Minajul Rafi for 38. And just out, Masood Haq for 22. Wickets falling at 39, 65, and 84. The Sylhet Jalalians are going at a 6.6 runs per over strike rate or run rate. And so on course for a total now closer to 150, 140, 145, between 140 and 150 as Saad Roman will take guard from umpire Haq. And we'll wait for Ali Imran with one delivery remaining in the 13th over.
So it's 84 for 3. And we're just outside of the 22nd busiest airport in the world, John F. Kennedy. And ball defended here. And Carl, when we come back, I have a quiz for you and put you on the spot, see how well you know your airport. So, so we'll see what happens in a few moments' time. 84 for 3, 13 overs gone.
So the 13th over closes out, Len, with 18 runs coming from it. And one of the big, in fact, 19 runs coming from it. And it's the tallest building in the Manhattan skyline, Len. That graphical picture that you'd see normally on screen. If you would look at that skyline, over number 13 would be the tallest building. A wicket was picked up, but not only after 19 runs were conceded. So almost a chance for a mix-up there as Hassan Siddiqui continues. 3 overs, 2 for 16 so far. So he's going to finish up here. Has bowled a very tidy spell.
Yes, Carl, as Hassan Siddiqui continues and outside the off stump. So we've got 40 balls remaining. The score is 84 for 3. We are in the 14th over. The batsman is Salman Hakim. And the other batsman is Asad Roman. Ball played up towards the offside. They're running quickly. And they'll come back to a little bit of slow fielding work there. It's 86 for 3. So, Carl, here we go. So, John F. Kennedy International Airport was officially named John F. Kennedy International in 1963. Now, the question to you is, what number president is John F. Kennedy?
Oh, and almost a chance there. It was the batters crossed through for a single.
So 87 for 3, and the question asked to my friends here is John F. Kennedy International was renamed after a U.S. president. What number was he?
And Len, I would probably have to come to that one and come to it backwards, working back from 44. As this one has gone up into the boundary for 4, and so that takes a total up to 91. It gets Asad Roman off the mark, and so he goes up to 4. 91 for 3, 37 balls remaining, or 6 overs after this one.
So Roman is on 4, 1 scoring shot. We've seen 7 runs in the over so far. So Hassan continues. Here he is. Oh, big strike towards long off, running up towards the long off boundary. Fielder is coming around. Doesn't make a stop. 7 runs in the over so far. So Hassan continues. Here he is. Oh, big strike towards long off, running up towards the long off boundary. Fielder is coming around. 14. So 14 overs gone. It's 95 for 3. And with Hakim on 3 and Asad Roman on 8.
And so 11 runs coming from that particular over. Hassan Siddiqui closes out. So he bowls 4 overs, no maidens, 2 for 27. So excellent bowling comes to an end. It did pick up the wicket of Mohammed Ershad and Minajul Rafi. And so he closes out his spell with 6 overs remaining. Sylhet Jalalians batting first here against the Dhaka Scorpions are 95 for 3, with the batsmen out Ershad for 9, Rafi for 38, Masood Haq for 22, wickets falling at 39, 65, and 84.
So Ali Imran will finish up here. 3 overs, no maiden, 1 for 25. Hakim is on 3. And it's 95 for 3. Good delivery to start over number 15 here, Carl. 35 balls remaining, with a projected score of 136, 140 in the offing here. Ball played up towards the offside. Goes stopped by number 12, preventing a single. And a single that keeps the equation down to 95 for 3, 34 balls remaining.
I'm probably just going to say, Len, coming back to your question, that it might have been the 36th. I'm going to go with 36 36th president of the U.S. That's my guess. Ball hit well and gone the distance. Another BPL of USA maximum. Go with 36. 36th president of the U.S. That's my guess. Ball hit well and gone the distance. Another BPL of USA.
Hakeem has gone up to 9. We've seen quite a few BPL of USA maximums. In fact, Carl, we've seen 6 sixes so far on the day. One that certainly brings up the 100 here. Salman Hakeem goes up to 9. Oh, cut away. That's a good looking shot. Running up to point. And we'll run away for 4. So more boundaries here for Sylhet Jalalians. 9. Oh, cut away. That's a good looking shot. Running up to point. And we'll run away for 4. So more boundaries here.
We're in the 15th over with 32 balls remaining. And Sylhet, the Sylhet Jalalians now up over 100 and looking for 160, 170. Big hit down the ground. Man in the deep takes the catch. And so that's the end of Salman Hakeem. Brilliantly well-judged catch. 160, 170. Big hit down the ground. Man in the deep takes the catch. And so that's the end of Salman Hakeem. Brilliantly. So it's actually the opening bowler. Looks like Dewan, Moulin Dewan, is the man out in the deep who takes the catch to send Salman Hakeem on his way. 105 for 4. So the captain walks to the middle in the form of Iftikhar Biplab. And so he will walk to the non-striker's end for the moment. And Ali Imran picks up his second wicket. Ball hit down the ground again towards... picks up his second wicket. Ball hit down the ground again. Towards Mohammed, rather, to send Salman Hakeem on his way.
So 15 overs gone. And you're watching the BPL of USA 2018, 16 teams in attendance.
And before you get to that, Len, just 11 runs came off that last over. And Ali Imran has finished his spell. 4 overs now made in 2 for 36. So 2 for 36 for Ali Imran off his 4 overs. So Shaibul Amin comes back into the attack. His first over cost him 7 runs, so he comes back here at the commentary box end. First ball tugged into the onside for a single. Takes the total up to 107 with 29 balls remaining. Sylhet Jalalians asked to bat here by the Dhaka Scorpions. And they have put a reasonably good total on the board with 5 overs remaining, including this one. 107 for 4.
So we've got 29 balls remaining. Amini continues. And balls shortish, doesn't score from Iftikhar. Score remains at 107 for 4. So Carl, 16 teams in the tournament this year. BPL of USA 2018, we're seeing a couple of them right in front of our eyes here. Sylhet Jalalians and Dhaka Scorpions. Oh, that's a good looking shot here from Biplab. Will only get a single. He gets off the mark. It's 108 for 4, so 27 balls remaining. And just to give you a sense of some of the teams in the BPL of USA this year. So we've got the Barisal Royals, we've got the Sylhet Eagles, and quite a few Sylhet representation here. We're seeing one. The Sylhet Jalalians playing here, and then there's of course the Sylhet. Quite a few Sylhet representation here. We're seeing one. The Sylhet Jalalians playing here. Camila with a couple of teams too. Camila Ideals, Camila Victorians, and then we've got the Chittagong Lions. We've seen the Dhaka Gladiators will come a little bit later on. And so 16 teams will form the competition this year. And we'll have to wait and see in the next ensuing couple of weeks as to who will emerge champ of the BPL of USA. A well put together tournament here. And it's playing in one of the better facility in the New York City area. And it's at the Idlewild playing facility. Assad Roman is on 11. It's 110 for 4. And ball dug out here, so good bowling here from Amin. Even if with that single, Carl, tidy over here from Amin. 5 in the over.
Yes, Len takes the total up to 111. And so that's leaves the Sylhet Jalalians with 24 balls yet in their innings. 24 balls to go or 4 overs. And so Assad Roman on 12, Iftikhar Biplab on 2. And so the bowling so far for the Dhaka Scorpions, Rifat Hussain, 2 overs, 1 maiden, none for 5. Moulin Dewan, 3 overs, 1 maiden, none for 11. Tamim Haq, 1 over for 14. Shoaibul Amin, 2 overs, none for 12. Hassan Siddiqui, 4 overs, 2 for 27. And Ali Imran, 4 overs, 2 for 36. 4 overs, 2 for 36.
So BPL of USA, presented by Utshab Group of Companies. And our CEO, Mr. Zaman, like to say special good evening and thanks on behalf of all the cricket fans and certainly those playing in this tournament. As the cricket continues, ball wide-ish outside the off stump. Roman makes a big firing, doesn't connect, and the score remains at 111 for 4.
Yes, Len. So Rifat Hussain comes back into the attack. 2 overs, 1 maiden, none for 5 when he bowled earlier. So he's been asked to finish up here coming from the top end of the ground. In fact, that's where he would have started. So he just picks up the attack once again. Bowled a quality first over, a maiden over to start. And so he comes back here at a crucial point. 111 for 4. Shortest delivery, and it's hammered up into the deep cover region. And only 1 on offer, and so they cross for a single. So that takes Roman up to 13, score up to 112. 22 balls remaining here in the innings for the Sylhet Jalalians.
And Carl, not forgetting our grand sponsor, Randy B. Siegel, attorney at law. And our media partner, Time TV and Bangla Patrika. So ball attempted to cut here by Biplab, doesn't go well. It's 112 for 4. So 112 for 4, 20 balls remaining. Biplab is on 2. Roman is on 13. So a couple of good short ball here from Rifat Hussain. He's gotten away with a couple of shortish ball.
He's been very effective, Len, really from the very outset. Starting with his first over, which was a maiden. Conceded 5 runs in his second over, which were the only runs that he'd conceded, and now he's back with 5 deliveries in this over and only 1 run conceded. So excellent bowling.
And considering, Carl, this is the 17th over, so you've got to give praise to that over. Only a single in that over. It's 112 for 4.
Brilliant bowling by Rifat Hussain, and just excellent. When you look at the overs that he's bowled, then he has bowled a number of dots, and in fact we'll come back and pick up how many to be exact, but he's been very, very effective bowling here for the Dhaka Scorpions. 112 for 4 with 18 balls remaining.
So Amin, the ball tugged into the onside here by Roman. And they come back for 2, well run in the end, so a couple more runs. It's 114 on the board, 17 balls remaining.
And so innings winding down here for Jalalians. They were looking for a total in the range of 160 that perhaps looked beyond reach at the moment. But that said, they probably still are in the hunt for a total somewhere close to 140-ish, which would put the asking rate at about 7 or thereabouts, or upwards of 7 per over, as this one hit into the offside. Again, can only get a single. And so the good bowling continues for the Dhaka Scorpions. They're looking to perhaps restrict Jalalians to a total less than 140, which is, I believe, what they intimated at the toss. And so here they are.
16 balls remaining. Another quality ball here from Amin.
Yes, Len, and I believe Amin might have seen the batsman coming, and upon seeing him coming down the track, just pulling his length back and then forcing the batsman to effectively play the ball just as far as he could up into the offside, up into a mid-off position for just 1 run.
So it's 116 for 4, 15 balls to go. And ball played into the onside this time, so another run here. Roman has gone up to 17.
And if you're the Dhaka Scorpions, then you would have to take 1s and 2s on the interior and be very happy with the balls not crossing the boundary with any regularity here in the death overs. With just 14 balls remaining, Dhaka in a good position would probably look to close out strong here against the Jalalians.
So Amin, that's another good delivery. So 5 in the over so far, and we're keeping good scores of what has happened here. My good friend Habib, Carl, he's running three scoring system here. First he has the traditional book scoring going, then he's doing crick clubs, and then every over he runs around and he flips the cards on the
on the scoreboard.
On the scoreboard. So he's a walking scoreboard here today.
A man with many talents.
It's 117 for 4. All ball played into the onside. And an over that conceded 6 runs. So a tidy one again from him. It's 117 for 4. All ball played into the onside. And an over that conceded 6 runs.
Coming from the over, and so good one at the death. Not a boundary was conceded in the over. And in fact, if we go back, Len, and look at the score, the boundary scored by overs, the last boundary was struck was in over number 15 in Ali Imran's over, when a boundary was a 6 was struck and a 4 consecutively, and then he picked up a wicket. And so since then, there have not been any boundaries, and so you have to applaud the effort of the Dhaka Scorpions with the ball. Now, Sylhet Jalalians with 12 balls remaining. Can they finish strong here? Can they get past 140? Here is Rifat to continue. Ball taking an under edge, not being able to get the ball away. And so his excellent bowling continues with 5 balls left in his spell. He's bowled 3.1, 1 maiden, none for 6.
Oh, super bowling spell here from Rifat Hussain. Ball in the air. And BPL picks up his 5th run, so it's 119 for 410. Super bowling spell here from Rifat Hussain. Ball in the air. And BPL picks up his 5th run, so it's Rifat Hussain. Hands down, one of the better bowlers we've seen from a economy standpoint so far. And a play and a miss here from Assad Roman. The famous saying, Carl, when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Well, let's see if Assad Roman can lead by example here.
So 9 balls remaining. Here is Rifat Hussain.
He perhaps recognizes that he's not in Rome. And put on the pressure here. He turns. They're going for another or for a second run, but in the end deciding against it, and perhaps wisely so. Not in Rome. And put on the pressure here. He turns. They're going for another or for a second run, but in the end deciding against it, and perhaps
wisely. In the over. Very tidy one here from Rifat. It's 120 for 4. No man's land. And another single here to the Jalalians. They go up to 121 for 4. 7 balls remaining. 3 in the over.
And if you're the Scorpions, Len, you have to be happy with your effort to restrict this quality batting team of the Sylhet Jalalians for a total under, say, 140. You would have to be happy. And this one is again taking a thick outside edge, running down to Chowdhury at third man. And so that closes out the over. 3 runs coming from it. And that's an excellent bowling spell. It comes to an end for Rifat Hussain. 4 overs, 1 maiden, none for 9. And so excellent bowling to close things out. In fact, none for 10.
Yes, Carl, he gets a lone applause from one of his fans out there. In fact, the owner has really stood up here, Carl, and single-handedly or double-handedly applauded the effort here from Rifat Hussain. 4 overs, 1 maiden, none for 10. Superb bowling performance.
Yes, Len, excellent bowling for sure. Again, while he didn't pick up a wicket, held one end in effect and really was very economical, very restrictive.
So here is the last over. Assad Roman on strike. Struck and struck well, straight up the long off. Fielder out there, only a single. And a single that brings the equation down to 123 for 4. 5 balls remaining.
And so I believe that Scorpions were targeting restricting Jalalians to a total under 140 at the outset. It looks like they may be on course here to be able to do just that.
So I mean, 5 balls remaining. Slow ball to great effect. Only a single, we wait and see. Could be leg by here. In fact, leg by is the call from umpire.
And that takes a lot of balance by by umpire Palash to stand on that one foot and angle that right foot forwards and backwards for as long as he did.
Yes, Carl, it's 124. 4 balls remaining. Roman on strike, he's on 20. And Carl,
excellent bowling, Len. Pace off the ball.
Yes, Carl, the problem I have with the saying when Rome do as the Romans do, I don't know what Romans do.
Well, you have to ask Assad. He probably can tell you. He might just say, do what I do.
So 3 balls left. They're batting at 124. Can they make 18 runs from 3 balls? Can they make 12 runs from 3 balls? Oh, it's in the air. Well struck. Oh, well judged catch. So the man comes up with a good, well judged catch. Assad runs from 3 balls. Oh, it's in the air. Well struck. Oh, well, judge catch. So the man comes up with a good.
Taken by Rifat Hussein, so he can't keep him out of the action. He takes the catch, and so it's 124 for 5 with just a couple of deliveries remaining here. 2 balls to go.
So 124 for 5. Number 14 comes out to the middle. Zahidur Rahman with just a couple of balls remaining here, so he will not be on strike. So there is a good possibility that he could not face the ball here, as Iftikhar on 6 will be the recipient of one of a couple of balls remaining here.
And this one is being pulled into the onside. They go for 1. They'll come back for a second, and they'll get it easily. And so that takes Iftikhar up to 8. And so you called it, Len. It doesn't appear that Zahidur will get a chance to face any deliveries here with 1 ball remaining. And so as long as this is a legal delivery, this will be the final delivery of the Jalalian innings. And the most they can get if this is a legal ball would be to perhaps to a total in excess of 130, perhaps 132 would be the maximum if this one is struck for a 6. 126 for 5. Final ball of the Sylhet Jalalians innings. They were sent in to bat by the Dhaka Scorpions earlier this morning. And so, final ball of the over. Here is Amin to Biplab. Down the track and driving up to the offside for 1. And so that will close it out. It's 127 for 5 at the end of 20. We'll pause here and return for the run chase. And in the chase, the Dhaka Scorpions will need 128 off 120 balls at an asking rate of 6.4. 6.4 the ask in the run chase. We'll pause here, turn it over to our television, in fact, our Time TV USA crew. And again, remember that you can follow the action live here on timetvUSA.com to keep track of the run chase. Before we actually take the break, let me take a moment to say thank you once again to the sponsors of the BPL of USA T20 2018 tournament. They include title sponsor Utshab Group and CEO Rehan Zaman, our grand sponsor Randy B. Siegel, attorney at law, and our media partners are Time TV and Bangla Patrika. So we will take a pause and return for the chase, again with Scorpions needing 128 from 20 overs if they should get past the Sylhet Jalalians.
Hello. Gotta be the park keeper.
We'd like to have you on the stage this morning.
বলবো দর্শকবৃন্দ, আমরা এখন কথা বলছি আজকের ম্যাচের সর্বোচ্চ রান সংগ্রহকারী মিনহাজ রাফির সাথে। আপনারা জানেন যে তিনি উদ্বোধন করতে এসে 38 রান করেছেন। তো আমি রাফিকে জিজ্ঞেস করছি, আচ্ছা আপনি যে সর্বোচ্চ রান করলেন, আপনার অনুভূতি কি?
হ্যাঁ, অবভিয়াসলি টুর্নামেন্টের ফার্স্ট গেম, অবভিয়াসলি অনুভূতি ভালো হওয়ার কথা। যখন ব্যাট করতে নেমেছিলাম তখন একটু স্ট্রাগল করেছিলাম যে বলগুলো ফেস করতে, কজ প্রত্যেকটা বল আর কি বোঝা দরকার ছিল। সো আস্তে আস্তে স্ট্রাগল করার পর দেন বুঝতে পারলাম যে আসলে এই কন্ডিশনে কিভাবে বল ফেস করতে হবে। সো দ্যাটস ওয়াই আর কি রানটা মেক করা আমার জন্য অনেক ইজি হয়ে গেছে।
আসলে প্রতিপক্ষ যখন টসে জিতে আপনাদেরকে ব্যাট করতে পাঠিয়েছে, এটা আপনাদের জন্য যথেষ্ট কঠিন ছিল এই কন্ডিশনে। তো সেই পরিস্থিতি আপনারা মোকাবেলা করেছেন এবং দলকে যে স্কোর সংগ্রহ করেছেন, আপনি কি মনে করেন এটা একটা ফাইটিং স্কোর?
ওয়েল, আমি মনে করি এটা একটা ফাইটিং স্কোর, কজ বলা যায় না, কজ যদি আমাদের বোলিং লাইন আপ মোটামুটি স্ট্রং আছে, সো আই হোপ আমরা জিতবো। আমাদের বলার লাইন মোটামুটি স্ট্রং আছে।
আচ্ছা, আপনাদের কি পেস এবং স্পিন কিরকম, বোলিং সম্পর্কে যদি একটু বলেন।
হ্যাঁ, আমাদের টিমের মধ্যে গুড কোয়ালিটি পেসার আছে। ইভেন তো আমাদের যে এনওবিসিএল বাঙালি লিগ ফার্স্ট ডিভিশনের, সো ফার্স্ট ডিভিশনের আমাদের একটা স্পিনার আছে যে খুব উইকেট টেকার। সো উইকেট টেকারের মধ্যে উনি ফার্স্ট নাম্বারে। সো আই হোপ আজকে যদি উনি ফার্স্ট কয়েকটা ওভারে যদি কয়েকটা উইকেট নিতে পারে, তাহলে হোপ গেম চেঞ্জিং মোমেন্ট আসবে।
আপনি কি মনে করেন যে শেষ দিকের যে স্লগ ওভারে যদি আপনাদের ব্যাটসম্যানরা আরেকটু অ্যাটাকিং মোডে খেলতে পারতেন, তাহলে কি আরো বেশি স্কোর করা যেত?
ওয়েল হ্যাঁ, যেহেতু ফার্স্ট গেম, সো সবাই একটু স্ট্রাগল করে। সো আমি মনে করি যে না, আর একটু স্কোর হওয়া দরকার ছিল, বাট হোপফুলি ইনশাল্লাহ সামনের দিকে একটু আরো ভালো করা ট্রাই করবে ওনারা, কজ আমাদের তারপরে আরো গুড কোয়ালিটি ব্যাটসম্যান ছিল। বাট সো আশা করি নেক্সট কয়েকটা গেমে, আরো 2টা গেম বাকি আছে ফার্স্ট রাউন্ডের, সো আই হোপ ওনারা আর কি ভালো করবে।
ধন্যবাদ রাফি আমাদের সাথে কথা বলার জন্য। দর্শকবৃন্দ, আমরা এতক্ষণ কথা বলছিলাম মিনহাজ রাফির সাথে। আপনারা জানেন যে তিনি উদ্বোধন করতে এসে 38 রানে দলকে 127 রান তুলতে সহযোগিতা করেছেন। তো আমরা এখন ফিরে যাচ্ছি। দর্শকবৃন্দ, আমরা এখন কথা বলছি বিপিএল ইউএস এর অন্যতম সংগঠক মিস্টার তৈয়বুর রহমান টনি সাহেবের সাথে। তো মিস্টার টনি সাহেব, আপনাকে স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি। তো আজকে এই যে টুর্নামেন্টের উদ্বোধনী খেলাটা হলো, তো আপনি কি মনে করছেন যে আপনাদের এতদিনের পরিশ্রমের ফল, তো আপনার অভিব্যক্তি?
ধন্যবাদ। সত্যি আমি একজন সাবেক ক্রিকেটার। যখন আমি খেলা শুরু করি ক্রিকেট 1978, তখন আমরা যদি ক্রিকেটে না খেলতাম তো আজকে বাংলাদেশে পর্যন্ত পৌঁছাতো না। বর্তমানে এই বিপিএল এ ছেলেগুলি যেভাবে কাজ করছে, কষ্ট করছে, সত্যি আমি মনে হচ্ছে যে আমি আগের জায়গায় ফিরে গেছি। আমার সেই জীবনে যখন খেলা শুরু করি, এদের অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রম এবং ছেলেদের যে খেলাধুলা দেখতে আমাকে এত ভালো লাগতেছে যে আমি বাসা যেতে যাচ্ছি না, আমি খেলাটা দেখবো, উপভোগ করব। এবং যারা অর্গানাইজ করতেছে, মেন যে আমাদের সুমন, মাসুম, আমি ওদেরকে অত্যন্ত পরিশ্রমে যে আমি ধন্যবাদ দিচ্ছি এজন্যই যে আমাদের নিউ ইয়র্কে ইয়াং ছেলেদেরকে যে খেলার জন্য, যে আকর্ষণ করার জন্য ওরা যে অপ্রন্ত কষ্ট করতেছে, আমি ওদেরকে ধন্যবাদ দিচ্ছি। এবং আজকের খেলা দেখে মনে হচ্ছে আসলে মনে হচ্ছে ঢাকার একটা লিগ, আমাদের ইন্টারন্যাশনাল একটা লিগ পর্যায়ে খেলা হচ্ছে এখানে। সুন্দর, সুশৃঙ্খল এবং খেলাধুলা সম্বন্ধে প্রত্যেকের ভালো অভিজ্ঞতা আছে। এবং অর্গানাইজারকে আমি আসলে ধন্যবাদ দিচ্ছি যে ওদের অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রমে যে ক্রিকেটকে একত্রিত করে এই যুক্তরাষ্ট্রের নিউ ইয়র্কে এই প্রথম বিপিএল করছে, এটা আমি ওদেরকে ধন্যবাদ দিচ্ছি যে এরা জানতে এভাবে অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রম করে আগামী দিনে আরো সুন্দর সুস্থভাবে করতে পারে। আমার ইয়াং ছেলেরা যারা আসতে পারে মাঠে, আমি ওদেরকে এই সুবাদ জানাচ্ছি এবং এই ক্রিকেটকে আমি উপভোগ করছি, আমার ভালো লাগছে। আমার এই অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রম, ওদের অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রম এবং যারা প্রিন্ট মিডিয়াতে আছেন, যাদের আমাদের প্রচার করতেছেন, আমাদের এই খেলাগুলি দেখে যারা আগ্রহ করে ইয়াং ছেলেরা আসুক, সেটা আমি আশা করি।
আচ্ছা, এই টুর্নামেন্টে এ পর্যন্ত কতগুলি দল খেলবে এবং মোট কতজন খেলোয়াড় রেজিস্ট্রেশন করেছেন?
এই সম্বন্ধে আমার যেহেতু সাথে সুমন আছে, ও ভালো বলবে আমার থেকে। 16টি দল আছে বর্তমানে। হ্যাঁ, আমি মনে করি ওর সাথে আরো একটু কথা বলে ভালো লাগবে, ও ডিটেল বলবে।
আচ্ছা, ধন্যবাদ। আপনাদের সংগঠন সম্পর্কে, আপনারা যে বিপিএল কে বাস্তবে রূপ দিলেন, এই ব্যাপারে আপনার মতামত?
জি, আসসালামু আলাইকুম সবাইকে। আমাদের নিউ ইয়র্কে ক্রিকেট বাঙালিরা 1983 থেকে অনেক পপুলার করেছেন। যেভাবে আছেন আমাদের টনি ভাই, ননি ভাই, অনেকজন। তো আমরা জানি যে ক্রিকেট অনেক জনপ্রিয়। আমরা শুধু চাচ্ছি যে ব্যবসায়ী সোসাইটিকে আমাদের ক্রিকেট সোসাইটির সাথে একটু কানেকশন করে দিব। বিকজ আমরা সবাই চাই যে আমাদের নেক্সট জেনারেশন ক্রিকেটের থ্রুতে দেশের সাথে যেন কানেকশন রাখে। এটা অনেক পপুলার একটা ইমিগ্রেন্ট স্পোর্ট, আর বাঙালিরা নাম করতেছে আপকামিং। সো ক্রিকেট একটা জনপ্রিয় জিনিস যেটা সবাই একসাথে আসতে পারে ইউনাইটেড। কোনো দল নাই, কোনো ধর্ম নাই, অনলি যে আমরা ক্রিকেট ভালোবাসি। আর আমরা চাই আমাদের ছোট ভাইয়েরা, আমরা পারি নাই আমেরিকান ন্যাশনাল টিমে, মেবি আমার ছোট ভাই পারবে। এই জন্য গ্রাউন্ড, বল, আম্পায়ার, এই যে উনারা বলেন, উনারা একটা রোল মডেল দিয়ে গেছেন আমাদের। আমরা ওই এক্সাম্পলটাই ফলো করতেছি আর ইমপ্রুভ করার চেষ্টা করতেছি। আমাদের পরে নেক্সট জেনারেশনটাই এটা ইমপ্রুভ করবে ইনশাল্লাহ।
সম্ভবত এই প্রথম যুক্তরাষ্ট্রের নিউ ইয়র্কে অনুষ্ঠিত একটি ক্রিকেট ম্যাচ টেলিভিশনে সরাসরি সম্প্রচার করা হচ্ছে। তো আপনি মনে করেন যে একটা খেলা যখন টেলিভিশনে সরাসরি সম্প্রচার করা হয়, সেটা দর্শকদের এবং ভক্তদের উপর কিরকম এফেক্ট করে?
হ্যাঁ, অবশ্যই। আমাদের প্লেয়ার যাদের সাথে আমরা খেলতেছি, আমরা লাস্ট 15-16 বছর থেকে খেলি, সেম ভাইয়েরা আজকে যখন খেলতেছে, ওদের এক্সাইটমেন্ট 10 গুণ টাইম মোর। আমি এটা ধন্যবাদ দিব আমাদের সিইও উৎসব গ্রুপের রায়হান জামান ভাই। উনি তাহের ভাইকে কল করে যেদিন মিটিং বসালেন, তখন আমি জিনিসটা বুঝলাম যে আমি যে স্বপ্ন দেখেছি সুমন ভাইয়ের সাথে, যে আমাদের স্বপ্নটা সম্পূর্ণ হবে, বাস্তবায়ন হবে। কারণ উনাদের অনেক বড় নেটওয়ার্ক, আর উনারা আসলেই ক্রিকেট ভালোবাসেন। সো থ্যাংক ইউ অ্যাগেন টু টাইম টেলিভিশন অ্যান্ড বাংলা পত্রিকা অ্যান্ড স্পেশালি টু রায়হান জামান। উনার এক্সাইটমেন্টটাতে আমরা আরো দ্বিগুণ এক্সাইটমেন্ট হয়ে গেছি। প্লেয়াররা একটা ক্যাচ মিস করলে বলের পিছনে ছুটে বেড়াচ্ছে, কমেন্টেটিং হচ্ছে, ওদের ফেভারিট নাম্বার পরে খেলতেছে। ওদের বাবা মাদের বলে আসছে আজকে টাইম টেলিভিশনে দেখবেন, টাইম টিভি USA.com যাবেন, ওদের বাসায় সবাই বলে আসছে। সো সবাই অলওয়েজ এক্সাইটেড। আমাদের ভাবিরা, ভাই বোন সবাই আছে এখানে।
ধন্যবাদ আপনাদের উভয়কে আপনাদের মূল্যবান বক্তব্যের জন্য। তো এখন আমরা কথা বলতে যাচ্ছি আরো একজন সংগঠক, যিনি আজকের শুরু থেকে অনেক অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রম করেছেন এবং আমি তার মতামত জানতে চাচ্ছি। তো শেষ পর্যন্ত বিপিএল ইউএসএ যে মাঠে গড়ালো, তো সে ব্যাপারে আপনার অনুভূতি কি?
Actually, I'm very excited. I'm also excited for the players. This is a very different concept. অনেকটা ডিফারেন্ট কনসেপ্টে বিপিএলটা হচ্ছে অ্যান্ড ডেফিনেটলি থ্যাঙ্কস টু টাইম টিভি এটা টেলিকাস্ট করার জন্য লাইভ অ্যান্ড অনেকেই হয়তো জানে না যে বিপিএল হয় বা ক্রিকেট হয় বাঙালি কমিউনিটিতে এইটার ইসে নাও লট অফ পিপল উইল নো দিস আই থিঙ্ক দিস ইজ আ ভেরি পজিটিভ এফেক্ট ইউল ব্রিং আ ভেরি পজিটিভ এফেক্ট
আচ্ছা এই যে কতগুলি ভেন্যুতে খেলা হচ্ছে
আই বিলিভ 4
আচ্ছা 4টি ভেন্যুতে খেলা হচ্ছে এই পর্যন্ত উদ্বোধনী ম্যাচের একটা অংশ হয়ে গেল একটা দল ব্যাটিং করলো তো আপনার দর্শক উপস্থিতি এবং যারা ঘরে বসে খেলা দেখছেন তাদের সম্বন্ধে কিছু বলবেন
সবাইকে আমি থ্যাঙ্কস জানাই সাপোর্ট করার জন্য অ্যান্ড আমি ডেফিনেটলি শিওর নেক্সট ডে উইল হ্যাভ মোর পিপল সবাই আসবে মাঠে বিকজ অনেকেই হয়তো এই ব্যাপারটা জানে না এখন টেলিকাস্টের কারণে আরও কমিউনিটিতে যেহেতু আরও মোর পিপল ইনভলভ সো আরও মানুষ ইনশাল্লাহ আমরা আশা করি নেক্সট ডে পাবো মাঠে আসবে এবং এটা আরও পপুলার হবে
আপনাদের সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ আমাদের সাথে কথা বলার জন্য আরও একজন খেলোয়াড় আছেন ঢাকা দলের বোলার যিনি 9 রান দিয়েছেন আপনার পরিসংখ্যানটা আপনি যদি বলেন
হ্যাঁ আমি বোলিং ওপেনিং করেছি তো ওখানে আমি 4 ওভার বল করে 9 রান আমি কোনো উইকেট পাই নাই 1 মেডেন ছিল তো আমরা স্টার্ট করেছি ভালো আমরা ফিনিশও করেছি ভালো উই হ্যাভ দ্য মোমেন্টাম এখন আমরা 127 রানস উই জাস্ট ওয়ান্ট টু চেস ইট ডাউন এখন
আচ্ছা আপনারা টসে জয়লাভ করে প্রতিপক্ষকে ব্যাট করতে আমন্ত্রণ জানিয়েছেন তো আপনি কি মনে করেন যে আপনারা কন্ডিশনের পুরো সুযোগ নিতে পেরেছেন
হ্যাঁ আমরা সুযোগ নেওয়ার চেষ্টা করেছি অফকোর্স আমাদের একটা ভালো স্টার্ট হয়েছিল উই লিকড সাম রানস ইন দ্য মিডল ওভার্স বাট উই পুলড ইট ব্যাক অ্যান্ড উই হ্যাভ দ্য মোমেন্টাম নাও অ্যান্ড উই হ্যাভ ভেরি স্ট্রং ব্যাটিং লাইন আপ অ্যান্ড ডাউন দ্য অর্ডার সো উই আর ভেরি কনফিডেন্ট উইল বি এবল টু চেস ইট ডাউন
আচ্ছা আপনি অবশ্যই খুবই ভালো বোলিং করেছেন যদি আপনি উইকেট পাননি কিন্তু আপনার যে মিতব্যয়ী বোলিং সেটা দলকে যথেষ্ট শক্তিশালী পজিশনে নিয়েছে তো এখন আমি অধিনায়কের সাথে কথা বলতে যাচ্ছি তো আপনি প্রথম প্রতিপক্ষকে ব্যাট করার আমন্ত্রণ জানিয়েছেন আপনি কি মনে করেন যে আপনার সিদ্ধান্ত সঠিক
অবভিয়াসলি আমাদের স্টার্টিং যদি আপনি দেখে থাকেন উই ডিড রিয়েলি ওয়েল এই কন্ডিশনে এনিওয়ান কুড গো ফর বোলিং আলহামদুলিল্লাহ আমাদের টার্গেট ছিল 130 উই রেস্টেড দেম বিট 130 সো ইনশাআল্লাহ উই হোপ ফর দ্য বেস্ট উই গোনা উইন ইনশাআল্লাহ
আপনি কি আশাবাদী যে আপনারা এই রানটাকে ডিফেন্ড করে এবং
ব্যাটিং সাইড ইনশাআল্লাহ আমরা চেস করতে পারবো
আচ্ছা আপনি কি মনে করেন যে শেষ দিকে স্লগ ওভারে আপনারা রানটাকে আরেকটু সীমিত রাখতে পারতেন
অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমাদের মিডল ওভারটা একটু ল্যাপস হয়ে গেছিল এজ ইউ সিন বাট আমাদের ফিনিশিং এর লাস্ট 4 ওভারসে দে কুডন্ট রান সো মাচ সো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ উই পুট দেম ব্যাক আলহামদুলিল্লাহ
ধন্যবাদ হোপ ফর দ্য বেস্ট আচ্ছা আপনি একজন দলের কর্মকর্তা এবং দলের ওনারের সাথে কথা বলতে যাচ্ছি তো আপনার কেমন লাগছে
প্রথমত আমি টাইম টিভিকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি বিপিএল কে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি এমন একটা চমৎকার অনুষ্ঠান এবং একটা ক্রিকেট গেম নিয়ে আসার জন্য নিউ ইয়র্কে রায়হানকে উৎসবের ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি অলসো অ্যাটর্নি আমাদের যে গ্র্যান্ড স্পন্সর তাকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি আজকের খেলার জন্য ইটস আ ফ্যান্টাস্টিক গ্রাউন্ড ইটস আ ফ্যান্টাস্টিক ওয়েদার টু প্লে ক্রিকেট মাই ক্যাপ্টেন অ্যাজ ই সেড যে আমরা টসে জিতে ওদেরকে ফিল্ডিং দিয়েছি আমাদের টার্গেট ছিল ওদেরকে 120 বা 130 এর ভিতরে রাখার জন্য উইচ আর অ্যাকচুয়ালি 127 আমাদের প্রথম দিকের every time somebody talks somebody hits the 6 so actually আমাদের প্রথম দিকে বোলিং ভালো ছিল মধ্যে স্লগ ওভারে as you mentioned that একটু আমাদের ওদের রান চেস ওদের রান রেটটা বেড়ে গিয়েছিল শেষের দিকে আমরা কাভার দিয়েছি so hopefully ইনশাআল্লাহ উইল চেজ ইট
আমরা জানি যে নিউ ইয়র্কে ক্রিকেটের ইতিহাস খুব একটা নতুন নয় অনেকদিন ধরে খেলা হচ্ছে কিন্তু এই প্রথম একটা টেলিভিশন চ্যানেল সরাসরি সম্প্রচার করছে তো এই ব্যাপারে আপনাদের অনুভূতি কি
আমি আবারও টাইম টিভিকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি সেটা ফ্যান্টাস্টিক মানে এটা একটা দারুণ উদ্যোগ আর নিউ ইয়র্কের আসলে টেলিভিশন ক্রিকেট অনেকদিন ধরে 94 থেকে বাট দিস ইজ দ্য ফার্স্ট টাইম উই সি দিস ইজ আ লাইভ টেলিকাস্ট সো ফ্যান্টাস্টিক ওয়েল ডান টাইম টিভি
আপনাদের সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ দর্শকবৃন্দ ম্যাচ শুরু হয়ে গেছে আমরা এখন খেলায় ফিরে যাচ্ছি
With the cricket here. Couple of big shots here from Dihan Siddiqui. Carl, he's gone quickly up to 12 in just a couple of balls.
And excellent strikes then. Siddiqui's a quality batsman. We've seen him around this tri-state area over the years, and we know of his quality. First ball from Urshad was short. That went over deep backward square. Second ball over deep backward point. And so, couple of deliveries, both gone for BPL maximums to get himself away and running. They needed 6.4 runs per over at the outset, did the Dhaka Scorpions, and already they're up to 12 off just 3 deliveries, so well ahead of any ask at this point.
So better ball from an advancing Siddiqui. Doesn't go too well. An equation down, it's 116 to win from 116 balls. We did see a little interview there from the Dhaka Scorpion owner, Brother Babu. We want to wish his team and certainly his exploits with the Dhaka Scorpions all the best. And also we would want to wish all 15 teams the same sentiments, Carl. Good luck. Have a good tournament. Put your all into it. The ball lofted into the onside now by Siddiqui. He goes up to 13 and brings Ali Imran to face his first ball. They're off to a good start here, the Dhaka Scorpions. And so far, so good.
They're off to a flyer, Len, and when I spoke to the captains at the toss, Arif Haq made the point that he thought that the strength of his team was their batting ability, and with Nazmul Siddiqui or Diwan Siddiqui at the top of the order, and Ali Imran, certainly they have 2 of their quality batsmen to start this run chase.
So a good one to start here, and
that actually closes out the over, Len, that delivery. A quality one to finish up, 13 from the over. A great start for the Dhaka Scorpions. It's 13 for none at the end of 1.
So BPL of USA T20 in 2018 presented by the Utshub Group. The CEO, Mr. Zaman. And our grand sponsor, of course, is Randy B. Siegel, attorney at law. Media partners, Time TV and Bangla Patrika. And so, Carl, well put together package here for the BPL of USA 2018. 16 teams vying for supremacy. And later on, we'll see a couple more teams. Sultan will come along with Gladiators a little later on in the day. But right now, you're watching Dhaka Scorpion and Sylhet Jalalians locked in a battle here.
So, looks like it will be Masood Haq to pick up the attack from the commentary box end. So, 13 on the board. Equation reduced down to 6.05 required per over. And so, big over to start for the Dhaka Scorpions, led by the exploits of Nazul Siddiqui. He's on 13, has faced just 5 balls. And this one he's clipping into the onside, and it falls and then just sticks in the sod, and he comes back for a second. He thought that one was going for a boundary, and so he gets away for a couple, takes a total up to 15. All coming off the blade of Siddiqui. He's been exceptional so far, extraordinary.
So, Carl, we see a couple of Dhaka representation in this tournament. Dhaka Scorpions is here. And then later on will come Dhaka Gladiators. And don't get started on Sylhet.
Yes, Len, there's four teams named Sylhet. The Jalalians, the Eagles, the Sultans, the Gladiators, and the Strikers. So it's actually 5. Swing and a miss. And so the score remains at 15.
So 113 required from 112. So contrasting start here for the batting teams. When Jalalians batted, Carl, they struggled to get things on the way. Another classic looking shot here from Dihan Siddiqui.
And this one will be another boundary line. So excellent batting. Here he goes up to 19, and might have strained something as he's now limping a bit here is Siddiqui, so not what you'd want to see from one of your top batsmen. And certainly striking the ball well at the moment. And this one is working away again down to the backward square region. And so picks up an easy single. Takes him up to 20, takes the total up to 20. So 100% of the runs scored by the Dhaka Scorpions coming off the blade of Diwan Siddiqui. Nazmul, as we know him. And it will bring Ali Imran onto strike for the first time against Masood Haq. Would have faced one ball so far. And so he will get a chance here to get off the mark as the batting has been dominated by Siddiqui so far. Partnership of 20, all 20 coming off the blade of Siddiqui.
Yeah, yes, Carl, and just coming back here to Dihan Siddiqui. He's also the keeper, so those muscles and the legs and the back and the entire body gets a real good workout, considering he fielded first, and the match went all 120 balls, 120 sit-ups. So a couple of swings here from Ali Imran. He remains yet to get off the mark, and that's the end of 2. So Nazmul Siddiqui will be the man on strike when play resumes here. He's up to 20. The score is 20. And at the end of 2, they still require 108 from 108 balls.
And a reminder that this event is sponsored by the Utshab Group. They are title sponsor. The grand sponsors are Randy B. Siegel, attorney at law, and then our media partners are Time TV and Bangla Patrika. And so we want to say good afternoon to all those who have contributed into making the 2018 season of the BPL of USA possibility. And we'll come back to that later on. Big hit. Ball gone in the air, into the deep, and gone over the boundary. 6 more runs to Siddiqui. He goes quickly up to 20. Ball gone in the air, into the deep, and gone over the boundary. 6 more runs to Siddiqui. He goes Scorpions.
Siddiqui has batted extremely well so far. He's a top player. And he's gone quickly off the blocks here. He's up to 26 with 3 4s, with 3 6s and 1 4, and more addition here.
And Siddiqui making it look easy at the moment. Len, with utter disdain, just dispatching another one to backward square. He goes up into the 30s. That's as many runs as are on the board.
Yes, Carl, 30 on the board, and it all belongs to Dihan Siddiqui. He has gone quickly out. And the fact is, Carl, could it be that the injury to the leg has really made his approach to batting or approach to the reply here even better?
Well, he was certainly in a cantankerous mood right from the beginning. Like the first ball was short, and he deposited over deep backward square for a maximum. Second ball was short-ish outside the off stump, and he smashed that over cover point for 6 more. And so a diving attempt to get back for Imran Ali. He lost his bat, and then Len, almost as if in swimming pool fashion, went diving. And so a diving attempt to get back for Imran Ali. He lost his bat, and then Len, almost as if in swimming pool fashion.
You're relatively short by 4 feet getting back, so you've got to make that time up by some ways, and nothing beats a good old time dive.
And then he dove as if he were Michael Phelps diving into a pool, because he had no bat, and so he went 2 hands first.
The fact is there's no water here. This is hard landing as we see a jet blue just making its way, heading for one of the terminals there. So it's 30 on the board, 10 in the over so far. Irshad continues. And Dehan gets a ball up to a short, fine leg position. And Carl, relatively what we have seen in international franchise tournament around the world, they're always icon players. And without a doubt, we know that Dehan Siddiqui could be one of the icon players here. Not a big shot. It's gone all the way. We'll wait and see.
Surge party is being dispatched once again. Siddiqui goes big. And that's 6 more to him. That's the 4th maximum BPL. Surge party is being dispatched once again. Siddiqui goes big. And that's 6 more to him. That's the 4th maximum BPL.
Ron wants to play into the plan here. We could allow Siddiqui to get every single run here. Oh, runs again. This one could run away for 4.
In fact, it does land as 4 more, so that takes him up to 40, and so 20 runs already. In fact, 20 runs conceded in this over. The over mercilessly comes to an end. It's 40 for none after 3, and it's the Nazmul Dehan Siddiqui show as he has put up all 40 runs on the board after 3 overs. Dhaka Scorpions going at 13.3 per over.
So it's 40 on the board. Yeah, if Ali Imran can play into the plan of creating history at any level of T20 cricket, of a batsman scoring every single run for a run chase. Can it happen? You never know.
And then there's a Jamaican reggae artist named Gregory Isaacs. He has a song named One Man Against the World. And that could be Nazmul Dehan Siddiqui here, as he is single-handedly smashing this ball all over the ground. 4 sixes, 3 fours in his innings so far. 40 of just 15 balls. So 40 of 15 deliveries. Siddiqui on fire here, as Ashfaq Ahmed has been given a ball, so Masood Haq gives way. 1 over none for 7. And so Ashfaq will take over here from the John F. Kennedy end. And Len, you had asked a question earlier, and as I was thinking about it, about the president after whom the airport in the distance is named and what number he was. And I was sort of counting backwards. I might have gotten up to 36. But in thinking about it, I think I might have been 1 off if I were to do my recount. I may just throw 35 in the hat as I was making the counts back from 45 down to about when Kennedy would have been the president of the U.S. Ball smashed into the mid-wicket area. Won't get to the boundary, but for the first time we'll see runs on the board. Other than Kennedy would have been the president of the U.S. Ball smashed into the mid-wicket area. Won't get to the boundary, but for the first time we'll see runs on the board.
Carl, John F. Kennedy was the 37th president, so I'll give you full marks for coming relatively close to 36 or 37, as you mentioned. So it's a good try. The other one coming up soon. Ali Imran is on 2. They've made a very rapid progress here. They're up to 42. Nazmul Siddiqui is on 40. And so 86 runs required. So wide is the call from Sheriff Polash, one of 2 umpires in attendance here. The other being Mr. Hack, 43 on the board. So a couple of runs there for Ali Imran. He goes up to 4.
And For a moment, it looked like Siddiqui would have been well short with the throw coming in, but he ended up just being able to just jog down to the non-striker's end and getting home easily. So that just shows perhaps the lack of strength in the fielder coming around, throwing to the non-striker's end. 45 for no loss. We're into the fourth over here. Dhaka Scorpions so far making a mockery of this run chase.
Yes, Carl, a little later on, or in fact next game, we will see the Gladiators taking on Sultan in what could be another good contest here. A couple of wides.
And so 3 runs are then added. And so score goes up to 48 and very quickly inside the first 4 overs. And so Dhaka Scorpions really making this run chase look easy at this point.
So the BPL of USA, ball in the air.
And that's gone for a maximum to bring up the 50. It comes up in over number 4.
So the BPL of USA, ball in the air.
And that's gone for a maximum to bring up the 50. The maximum of this innings, Len. Dhaka Scorpions off and running.
Not a good big shot here from the Scorpions. They look invincible at the moment, and they're chasing 74 runs from 97 balls at the moment.
And so the stingers are out for the Scorpions as the over comes to an end. 14 coming from it. It's 54 for none after 4 overs. Dhaka Scorpions needing 127 to get their 2018 campaign off to a successful beginning. And so Siddiqui is unbeaten on 40. Imran is unbeaten on 10. And they've gotten the Dhaka Scorpions off to a flyer here inside the power play, with 2 overs still remaining in the power play here for the Scorpions. They are 54 for none, just 74 runs away from their target with 96 balls or 16 overs remaining, and asking rate 4.6 per over. So a new bowler being introduced here. Mohammed Ershad went 2 overs, none for 33, so he gives way, and it looks like it's Max Sudar Rahman Faisal. So he comes into the action here, Max Sudar, and so he'll bowl to Siddiqui. 40 to his tally so far. Ali Imran on 10. 74 to get from the next 16 overs or 96 balls.
So the bowling team under pressure here. Another one. This has gone a long way. It's gone all the way. Another BPL of USA maximum. And it's off the bat of Nazmul Siddiqui. Goes up to 46. Is 60 without loss.
And then he is in a destructive mood, a belligerent effort here by Dihan Siddiqui. 46 from 16 balls. 5 BPL maximums in his innings so far. Down the track, more runs coming here. They go for 1, and that's all they'll get. That takes him up to 47, takes the score up to 61.
So Nazmul Siddiqui goes up to 47. And Carl Nazmul Siddiqui would have been one of the only batsmen this year at the New York Combine. A process used to select the U.S. national. And Carl Nazmul Siddiqui would have been one of the only batsmen this year at the New York Combine. 3 on the board here. Ali Imran on 12. Dihan Siddiqui, he's up to 47. And the Dhaka Scorpions certainly in a strong reply here. They still require 65 from many balls remaining.
So he survived. So
yes, Carl, as a batsman, sometimes you play, you call for a single, and once you know you're not going to the danger end, no worries. And Ali Imran had to do the makeup. Siddiqui is on 47 and 64 for none.
I think
so. 64 for none. And so that completes over number 5, 64 on the board. So 64 runs still needed from 90 balls.
And 10 runs coming from that over. So perhaps might have gotten away with one at the very end was did Maksudar. Shortest delivery didn't make enough height perhaps. And so Siddiqui had to adjust, make a last minute bit of adjustment on the shot he was attempting. Partnership of 64 between these two in just 5 overs. They're going at a current run rate of 12.8 per over, the current run rate. They've reduced the ask from 6.4 at the outset down to now 4.3. 4.3 runs per over, the asking rate from this point forward. 64 runs needed from the next 15 overs. And so the Dhaka Scorpions on course here for what appears to be an emphatic victory, unless the Sylhet Jalalians can inflict some bit of damage here. They need to see the back of Siddiqui in the next over or two. Otherwise, he could make short work of this bowling attack and of this run chase as he has done so far.
Yes, Carl, and the organizers are also asking the other two teams to get yourself ready. They want to turn it over quite quickly. And assuming this one gets over in a relatively quick time. Just want to make sure we're up to the schedule and make sure 2 matches are completed in shorter daylight these days.
Big hit, could be out. Oh, one-handed catch taken. And so Ali Imran has to go. The first wicket falls here. And a one-handed stab. And it looks like it's Assad. In fact, we'll pick up the fielder out there who took the catch. It's 64 for the loss of 1 wicket. So Zahidur Rahman, the man who comes up with the one-handed stab. And so the first wicket falls. Imran goes for 13. So the new batsman walked to the middle in the form of, looks like Diwan Moulin Diwan. So he will walk to be on strike. In fact, Siddiqui the man on strike, so he'll set up shop at the non-striker's end.
So Dihan on 47. And Carl, attacking batsman. Attacking batsman when they're on 47 or around that area. You've just got to pause and wait for a possible 50. Could happen any time. So Dehan, clearly a big edge from here.
So correction then on the new batsman. It's actually Hassan Siddiqui who joins Dehan Siddiqui out in the middle.
So ball eased into the onside for an easy single. Dehan, he goes up to 48. Scores 66 for 1. Still 62 needed from 86 balls as Hassan Siddiqui comes in to strike for the first time. Ashfaq Ahmed is the bowler. A couple of runs in the over, 1 wide, 1 single, 1 wicket. So a little bit of everything in the over. Not forgetting our good old wide delivery.
So better delivery by Ashfaq. As right up into the block hole, flighted delivery, giving the ball some air and forcing the batsman not to be able to get any elevation. And again comes with a quality delivery to close out the over. Just 2 runs coming from it. A good over from a Sylhet Jalalian standpoint. They only concede 2 runs, and they do pick up the wicket off Ali Imran, who fell for 13 off 14 deliveries. He struck 1-6 in his innings at 66 for 1 at the end of 6 overs. A reminder that following this match, the Sylhet Sultan will take on the Dhaka Gladiators. So 2 very same teams taking on each other, except instead of the Jalalians here, will be the Sylhet Sultan, and instead of the Scorpions here, it will be the Gladiators. So that matchup will immediately follow this one. And again, this tournament, the title sponsor is the Achab Group, CEO Rehan Zaman, grand sponsor Randy B. Siegel, attorney at law, and the media partners Time TV and Bangla Patrika.
So ball played up towards the offside and has gone all the way. That's the 50 for Dehan Siddiqui.
And yes, Len, it's gone and it's well struck. He hit it cleanly, hit it well, and it goes all the way. And so that brings up Siddiqui's 50. He has batted for 29 minutes, faced 21 balls, struck 6 BPL maximums and 3 fours. A 257 strike rate, and an amazing performance from Dehan Siddiqui. He has been tremendous.
Yes, Carl, 6 sixes and 3 fours. It can't get better than that. And in the earlier part of this tournament, you've got to watch that record. Would be ranked among the fastest 50 in this tournament. 21 ball 50. 54 to Dehan Siddiqui is 72 for 1.
So 56 more runs to get. Asking rate down to 4 per over. Down the ground and into the onside for Siddiqui. They go for 1, and that's all they'll need. And so he is off and running. And so he goes up to 55. 55 coming from 22 balls.
So Hassan Siddiqui, he remains on not. 73 for 1, still 55 to win.
And so 1 leg by contributed. Score goes up to 74. It brings Siddiqui back onto strike. He's on 55 from 22 balls. Been excellent so far. Another big swing here. Ball in the air. Could be out. Falls in no man's land instead. They go for 1. They'll come back for the second. And so 2 more to Siddiqui. Takes him up to 57. And takes the total up to 76. Reduces the equation down to 52. Needed from 79 balls. 10 runs conceded in this over already. Big hit down the ground, out to the deep cover region, and we'll wait and see. In fact, we get the confirmation from umpire Hack that the ball is carried into the boundary, and so that's the fourth four struck here by Siddiqui. Takes him into the 60s, up to 61, and it closes out the over. 14 runs coming from the ball is carried into the boundary, and so that's the fourth four struck here by Siddiqui. Takes him into the 60s, up to 61, and it closes out the over. 14 at the end of 7. So we'll wait to see here if Ashfaq will continue. It looks like there could be a change in bowling here, as we'll see who gives their hat to the umpire. It looks to be Ashfaq Ahmed. So Ashfaq will continue.
So 80 on the board at the end of 7. Ahmed gets a good delivery in. Hassan will have to wait a while longer before he gets off the mark, if he does. But that's certainly not a big concern. With Dhaka Scorpion in reply, they require 48 more runs from 77 balls. They're going at almost over 11 and over. A chance of a run out, but you've got to hold the ball first. Almost over 11 and over. A chance of a run out, but you've got to hold the ball.
Siddiqui to get home. He gets away, he gets off the mark.
So he gets off the mark with Siddiqui on 61. He's batted impressively well. And he's really struck the ball well. 6 sixes and 4 fours, so that's 10 in boundaries. In fact, Carly has only picked up 5 singles, a couple of 2 shots. But all the others have been 4 fours and 6 sixes. He's been quite aggressive. We've seen played some wonderful shots all along the ground. He's been given out, so Dihan Siddiqui has to go. He falls for 61. It's 81 for 2.
And perhaps they needed to see the back of Dihan soon.
Out, so Dihan Siddiqui has to go. He falls for 61. It's 81 for 2.
And perhaps they needed to see the back of Dihan back to the hut. But is it a little too late here for the Sylhet Jalalians? They'll need to dig in here and see if they can make some further inroads. But Siddiqui has done his job as he walks back to the players' pavilion. 81 for 2.
So Tawhidul Islam comes to the middle here with Dhaka Scorpions in a very strong position. Still 47 required from 74 balls, so balls remaining, Carl, certainly not a concern here.
So wide is the call, and so a couple of runs added here. Takes the total up to 83, reduces the equation to 45 needed from 74 balls. We're into over number 8 here, and they're well on course, more than 2/3 of the way there. And on the back of the effort by Dihan Siddiqui. Swashbuckled his way to 61 from just 25 balls. 6 sixes, 4 fours in his innings. Only 2, in fact, 8 dot balls faced by Dihan.
So ball played up to square leg. They're running quickly. In the end, it's an addition to the score, 84 for 2. And so 8 overs gone. Islam yet to get off the mark. Hassan Siddiqui is on 2. And they're chasing 128 here. They're batting at 84 for 2.
And one of the better overs we've seen from a Sylhet Jalalian standpoint. Just 4 runs coming from the over, including a wicket. And so they need a few more of those sort of overs, perhaps in the interior here, to kind of see if they can get themselves back into contention here. Still 44 needed from 12 overs, asking rate down to 3.7 runs per over the ask, so less than 4 runs and over from this point forward. With 8 wickets in hand, you would have to think the Dhaka Scorpions are large and in charge here. So it appears to be Masood Haq who comes back into the attack here. First over cost him 7 runs. So Maksudar Rahman Faisal gives way. 2 overs, none for 23 when Faisal bowled. And so Haq comes back 1 over for 7. Here he is.
No, it makes a good start. They're batting at 84 for 2. Still requiring 44 to win. Hassan Siddiqui perhaps feeling a little bit relieved to know that his namesake, Dihan Siddiqui, has done the heavy lifting so far. And they're batting at 85 for 2, still requiring 43 from 70 balls, Carl. But a start by Dihan would certainly put no pressure on the number 3 and the number 4, as Islam and Hassan Siddiqui battles out in the middle to continue the good handoff of the baton by Dihan Siddiqui. They're batting at 85 for 2. So opening day of the BPL of USA, and certainly a tremendous start, impressive opening ceremony, and things got on the way at about 11:38. So we're watching Masood Haq from the airport end will come into bowl to Islam, Tawhidul Islam. Good looking shot towards the offside. After a little bit of hesitation, the batsman goes through for 1. And Carl brings them closer to a possible victory, but you never know. They still require 42 from 69. And Dhaka Scorpions team owner, Mr. Babu, he'll be quite happy with the way things have gone here. 87 for 2.
And insult to injury, Len. You always see this thing happens where a bowler will deliver a wide ball. They appeal to the umpire for some kind of catch or something happening at the wicket. And then the umpire just walks away and just gives a wide. It's just almost a disdainful sort of a look usually. It's like, really, are you going to appeal? Even though this ball is very far away from being played?
Yes, Carl, it's really a distraction to take away from the fact that, well, I bowled a wide here, but let's try to see if we can have the umpire distracted. And so far, both umpires, Mr. Hack and Mr. Palash, has stood firmly. And as in the case of Palash, we understand he was at one time part of the Bangladesh cricket setup. And so in addition to really umpiring, he's been part of, you could say, cricket administration at some point. 88 for 2 here.
All right, Len, I have to come back to the president of the the John F. Kennedy question again, Len. I've been still doing the math in the background. I'm still getting to 35, and I'm gonna walk you through my list in a second to see where I'm off. 82 on the board, 82 for 2. And the over has 1 delivery remaining, so 67 balls to go. 40 more runs to get for the Dhaka Scorpions. And since Dihan Siddiqui has gone to the hut, Len, scoring rate has been certainly pulled back. And another quality delivery. And that completes the over. Just scoring rate has been certainly pulled back. And another quality delivery. And that completes out in the middle. Siddiqui, Hassan Siddiqui on 3 and Tawhidul Islam on 1. So now then, coming back to the presidents again. We're going to start from 45. And I'm going to start with Trump, 45. Obama, 44. George Bush, the young Bush, 43. Clinton, 42. Older Bush, George W., or senior Bush, so he was 41. Reagan was 40. Carter was 39. Gerald Ford was 38. I've got Nixon at 37. I've got LBJ at 36. And then I've got Kennedy at 35. So that's how I got there. The first time I went through it, I think I missed Nixon, which got me to 36. But then once I got Nixon in. So I'm going to take a bow on that one, I think.
Yes. Good job on that. And Carl, just to come back to airports named after presidents. And in fact, John F. Kennedy is not the only one that airports in the U.S. has been named after. And of course, there's also George Bush International in Texas, and then there's Ronald Reagan.
Yes, Len, we have flown through those airports. You and I were at a tournament, the T10 tournament down in Texas 2 years ago.
So a chance.
Oh, he puts it down. You will not get one. T10 tournament down in Texas 2 years ago.
So a chance.
Oh, he puts it down. As well, Salam Hakeem has perhaps the easiest catch he'll ever have put down on the turf. So 1 is added to the tally. Score goes up to 90. The equation down to 38 needed from 63. And Siddiqui gets a life.
Yes, Carl, should have been 89 for 3. And now just coming back quickly to the airport named after president. There is a. Did you know that there's an airport in Little Rock, Arkansas, named after Bill and Hillary Clinton? Bill and Hillary Clinton National Airport, and that's in Arkansas. And therefore, of course, Abraham Lincoln Capital Airport in Springfield, Illinois. And there's also Gerald Ford International Airport in Michigan. So Quite a few presidents have had airports named after them. And I'm pretty sure Carl they list Gerald Ford International Airport in Michigan. So quite a few presidents have had airports named after them. And I'm pretty sure West. 91 for 2 here. 10 overs gone. Islam is on 3. Hassan Siddiqui is on 4. And the way it looks here, it looks like Dhaka Scorpions are on their way to notch up a first win of the BPL of USA opening day tournament. They're in a commanding position, still requiring 37 from 60 balls. And with 8 wickets still in hand for them, 91 for 2.
And again, Dhaka takes on Sylhet right after this match, except these would be the Dhaka Gladiators and the Sylhet Sultans. While there's a break in the action, want to remind you that the 2018 BPL of the USA T20 tournament is brought to you by the title sponsor, Utshop Group, and CEO Rehan Zaman. Grand sponsors, Randy B. Siegel, attorney at law, and the media partners are Time TV and Bangla Patrika. Yeah. So the action continues as Masood Haq will continue on here. 2 overs, none for 11 so far. We're at the halfway point. 10 overs gone in this run chase. And the Utshop Group BPL of the USA Tournament 2018 off and running. Dhaka taking on Sylhet, or Sultans, or rather the Jalalians taking on the Scorpions. So this one is worked away into backward square for a couple. And this one, that takes the score up to 93. 93 for 2. And still 58 balls remaining in the innings here for the Scorpions.
Yes, Carl, they've made a very good start to their 2018 campaign. They bowled well and they batted well. And it's gonna get even better as we go on for the next couple of overs here. They're on course.
Yes, Len, Scorpions looked like they were going to win this one in a trot, in a romp. But since we've seen the departure of Dehan Siddiqui, the Jalalians have worked themselves back into the hunt. And while they're still behind the 8 ball here with just 35 more runs needed and 8 wickets in hand with 10 overs to go, another couple of wickets here or there could certainly put this one back in the column of undecided. This one tugged into the onside for a single.
So Islam goes up to 6. Brings the score up to 94. And they require some 34 runs from 55 balls. We are in the 11th over. Masood Haq is the bowler.
This one driven down the ground for another single here. And so that takes Islam, in fact Siddiqui, up to 5. And that completes the over. So the over comes to an end, 4 runs coming from it. And so Siddiqui will retain strike as we go to over number 12. And still 33 runs to get from 54 balls. Asking rate 3.7 runs per over, so not an overly imposing ask here. And so it looks like now Itak Subir will come into the attack here from the commentary box end. He'll replace Afshak Ahmed, who bowled 4 overs, 2 for 23. So he bowls out, does Ahmed. And so score now 95 for 2. And the new the new bowler rather, Itak Subir. 95 for 2. 11 overs completed. This one is pulled away into the mid-wicket region. They go for this one is pulled away into the mid-wicket region. They go for
So Siddiqui is on 7. So ball driven firmly down the ground here. So Hassan picks up a couple of runs here again. So that takes the score up to 99.
So now just 29 more runs needed from 52 balls. So the number of balls perhaps not critical. 29 more runs to get here for Scorpions. 8 wickets in hand. A number of aircrafts going overhead on their way to the often referred John F. Kennedy Airport in the distance. Another single brings up the 100 in over number 12. And it comes off the blade of Siddiqui. 100 on the board for 2. Comes up in the 12th overland.
Yes, Carl, a sprinkling of applause there on our left. And the Scorpions relatively in safe position here. Still 28 to win from 50 balls, but lots of wickets in hand. Islam is on 6. Hassan is on 10.
I want to say good afternoon to our media partners who are bringing this event live on TimeTVUSA.com. And so the crew over at Time Television, Abu Tahir and his team. I want to say good afternoon, as well as Bangla Patrika. I want to say good afternoon, and just yeoman's work being done by the television crew, bringing you the proceedings on day 1, the opening day of the Uchab Group BPL of USA T20 tournament for 2018. And it all comes to you courtesy of the Uchab Group and their CEO, Rehan Zaman. And of course, a number of others have been involved in putting together all the critical work done behind the scenes. And of course, there are other sponsors that have come to the party, including grand sponsor Randy B. Siegel, attorney at law. And so we want to thank all the sponsors, our title sponsor and our grand sponsor, as well as the media partners whom have stepped up to make sure that the BPL T20 is well represented and can be broadcast across the globe via the World Wide Web. So 12 overs gone. It's 100 on the board, 100 for 2. And so the attack, Hassan Siddiqui will be the man on strike here. And he is on 10, Masood Haq. And this one is whipped away through backward square. Should go for a boundary here. And he is on 10, Masood Haq. And this one is whipped away through backward square. Should go for a boundary here. 4 more runs needed. Asking rate down to 3 runs per overland.
Yes, Carl, we've seen a partnership of 23. Hassan Siddiqui remains on 14. He's batted well. And Masood Haq, given a lengthy bowling spell here, he will finish up. The ball cut away. It's a good-looking shot. Fielder makes a good save. The batsman scampers home for a single, brings them closer.
And a brilliant bit of work to just restrict the batsman to just a single. Maksudar Rahman Faisal, the man at third man, making sure that 1 was 1. Score goes up to 105 nonetheless, reduces the equation to 23 more runs needed.
So ball chopped into the ground. Can't score this time is Islam. He remains on 6. It's 105 for 2. We are in the 13th over. Being ball here by Masood Haq. And so far he's given up 20 runs so far. Oh, big strike is from Islam. Is going to go all the way. And has gone all the way. So that's another big strike here. Oh, big strike is from Islam. Is going to go all the way. And has gone all the way. So that's another.
That's the 8th Achab group maximum of the afternoon. Of this innings. And it reduces the equation to now 17 more runs needed here by the Dhaka Scorpions.
Yeah, that's another big strike here from Islam. As we see not too long ago, one of those big, what appears to be an Airbus, making its way into final approach, Carl, and soon we'll be heading to one of the terminals there. It's 112 for 2 here, 16 runs remaining. And the way this is going, it's going to be an easy day at the park here for Dhaka Scorpions to pick up a couple more runs here, maybe one single. And it's 113 for 2.
So the over comes to an end, 13 runs coming from it. And Masood Haq finishes up, 4 overs, none for 28. And so it's 113 for 2 at the end of 13. Dhaka Scorpions chasing 128 needed for victory. So they're 15 runs away from their target.
So Asad Roman. Ball driven firmly here by Hassan. He picks up another run. He goes up to 17. And Carl, welcome back. 14 runs to win. The Sharp Group BPL of USA gets going today. And the way it looks, Dhaka Scorpions in good position here. So the organizers are really put in a lot of work here, spearheaded, of course, by President Suman Khan. And VP, first VP, Masoon Rahman. Just making sure things are well and running here, and so far so good. So it's 115 for 2, 13 runs to win from 40 balls. And Hassan Siddiqui is up on 17. Islam is on 14.
And it's opening day's action. And we've seen a game here that matches up two teams with the same name, let's say, though different nicknames or different monikers. As another single taken, reduces the equation to 12 needed from 39 balls. Siddiqui goes up to 18. Islam is on 14. He comes on to strike. And Asad Roman with ball in hand. This one turned into the onside. They scamper through easily for a single. And so Roman with ball in hand. This one turned into the onside. They scamper through easily for a single. And so Dhaka Scorpions led by the exploits of Dihan Siddiqui's 61 from 25 balls essentially took the game away perhaps from the Sylhet Jalalians. So just 11 more to get. 6 overs remaining after this one.
So 5 runs in the over.
Couple of runs in the offing here. And they get through for a couple. And so equation now down to less than 10 required. So single digits now the ask. Single digits requirement. 9 runs required. 6 overs remaining after this one. And the Dhaka Scorpions making light work of this run chase.
Yes, Carl, and the fact is Sylhet Jalalians will have to consider the fact this opening day, opening game. There's always time to come back in every tournament. And so they will have to regroup and come stronger. It's 119 for 2, and so 9 runs to win.
Well, the effort for Scorpions is perhaps a complete one. They bowled extremely well to reduce Jalalians to 127 for 5 in their 20 overs, and then came back and really put the pedal to the metal, as they say, straight away, with the work done by Siddiqui and Ali Imran at the top. Put together a partnership of 64 in just 5 overs as they smashed their way into a commanding position, and from there they have effectively took control of this one and will likely cruise to victory here as a new bowler comes into the fray. And it looks actually like it's Mohammed Ershad that comes back into the attack. His first spell would have cost him 33 runs and was punished by Dihan Siddiqui. Big strike through the offside. Could be more runs on the offing here. They go for 1. In fact, it's gone into the boundary. And so that reduces the equation then to 5. Side could be more runs on the offing here. They go for 1. In fact, it's gone into the boundary. And so that reduces the equation then.
Islam. Hassan Siddiqui is on 20, so a partnership of 42. And Mohammed Ershad, he's gone for quite a few. He's bowled 2.2. He's gone for 37 runs, so not good when you're defending just a paltry 127. So,
well, Len's second over went for 20, all courtesy of Dihan Siddiqui. And Siddiqui took him to the cleaners in his second over.
So it's 123. They're chasing 127. They need 128 to win.
And in that over, Siddiqui struck 2 6s and 2 4s. And so that was all she wrote at that point, at that juncture, effectively, as they again look to try to reduce this equation. 4 runs to tie, 5 runs win it here for the Dhaka Scorpions. Still 31 balls or 5 overs remaining after this one.
And the fact is, Carl, they should have gotten another wicket. We saw an easy put down by one of the fielder.
This one is going to go away for a boundary here. I think it's gone into the boundary. So tied score here, closes out the over. It's 8 runs coming from it. And so it's 120 boundary here. I think it's gone into the boundary. So tied score here, closes out the over. It's 8 runs coming from it. And so it's 100.
Yes, Carl, they got off to a very good start from Dihan Siddiqui, who posted 61. And you look at his scorecard now. Hassan has come good with 20. Tohidul with 23. And the writing is on the wall.
And they've put together some good partnerships here, Len. partnership of 64 to start, and then a partnership now of 46. So just reversing the numbers, partnership of 46 between Siddiqui and Islam. And this time Hassan Siddiqui and Islam reduces the equation then to 127 for 2. Just any one run will win it here for Scorpion. So that does it. Hits it over the offside into the boundary for 427 for 2. Just any one run will win it here for Scorpion. So that does it. Hits it over the offside into the boundary. And so they end with an emphatic 8-wicket win with 29 balls to spare. So we'll take a pause here and see if we can find the next two teams that are supposed to play. Not seeing those teams yet. And so they want to get the next game underway and done and dusted early. So both teams, please make your way over to the commentary box area and just go to get through the pregame formalities. We'll take a pause here and return when the second game plays between the Sylhet Sultans and the Dhaka Gladiators.
and his help. Okay, co-partner Mr. Syed Khosru, please approach the stand. I'd like to also welcome the captain of both teams. Please approach the stand. The captain of Dhaka Scorpions and the captain of Sylhet Jalalians. I cannot say thank enough to Ushrop Group CEO Raihan Zamanbhai for putting together this media partnership with Time Television, and what a viewership today. So please, I'm just waiting for Sylhet Jalalian captain. Thank you. Tony Bhai, would you please help me with one of the trophy, man of the match? You guys can stand next to our media partner. Again, congratulations. Thank you, Tony Bhai. I also like to welcome Tony Bhai. Come and stand with us as we present. This man of the match will be presented by the CEO of Time Television. And everybody kind of had a clue today who's the man of the match. Any idea, any guess? Who's the man of the match? This gentleman went opening and made 61 runs. 61 runs from only 25 balls. You guys have any clue who that man is? The Beast, Nazmul Siddiqui. Dihan, please approach. Well done, sir. Well done. You're the pride. Yes, go right ahead, shake everybody's hand. And he's getting presented man of the match by our media partner CEO, Tahir Bhai. Dihan, just mention few words what you felt about beginning of this tournament.
It's actually a really good start and a really good concept that we are starting. And if you talk about the game today, yeah, it was really good. Condition was a little overcast, but we had to, as we are cricketers, we had to adjust it. And yeah, it was a definite good start. Let's hope for more bigger concepts coming up from BPL. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I like our media partner, CEO. Please say a few words to these youngsters.
Hello everyone. আমরা আসলে টাইম টেলিভিশনের জন্য আজকে এটা একটা নতুন ইতিহাস সৃষ্টি হলো। আমরা নিজেরাই অনেক বেশি ছিলাম, সন্দিহান ছিলাম যে এত বড় একটি বিষয় কিভাবে করা হবে। প্রবাসে আপনারা জানেন যে অনেক লিমিটেশন আছে, বাট আমাদের উদ্যম এবং সাহস এটাকে সঞ্চয় করে আমরা আজকে যে কাজটি করেছি, আমি মনে করি দিস ইজ নট মাই ক্রেডিট, দিস ইজ দ্য ক্রেডিট অফ অল অ্যান্ড মাই টিম। আমি সামিউলকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই, আমি নাজিমকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই, আমি সাজিদকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই, আমি নিপা এবং আনিকাকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই, আমি মিহিরকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই, আজকে এই আমাদের সালাউদ্দিন ভাইকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই। আজকে এই যে বিষয়টি হয়েছে, আমি ওইখানে বসে দেখছিলাম বাংলাদেশ থেকে ফোন আসছিল, মিশিগান থেকে ফোন আসছিল, অস্ট্রেলিয়া থেকে ফোন আসছিল, যে মিডল ইস্ট থেকে ফোন আসছিল, সবাই দেখছিল এবং বলছিল যে এই প্রবাসে এত বড় একটা জিনিস হতে পারে, এটা দেখেন বিলিভ দিস। এবং আমার মনে হয় যে আজকের যে সূচনা হলো, এই সূচনার ধারাবাহিকতায় টাইম টেলিভিশন, বাংলা পত্রিকা সবসময় আপনাদের সাথে থাকবে এবং এই বিষয়কে আমরা এনকারেজ করব। আপনারা যে টাইম টেলিভিশনকে সুযোগ দিয়েছেন, বিপিএল এর যারা কর্মকর্তা আছেন তাদেরকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। আমি উৎসব.com এর রায়হান ভাইকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি যে তিনি একটি অত্যন্ত সাহসী কাজ করেছিলেন এবং এর ধারাবাহিকতায় ভবিষ্যতে আমি মনে করি যে এই প্রবাসে আজকের যে সূচনা হলো, এর ধারাবাহিকতায় প্রবাসে আন্তর্জাতিক টুর্নামেন্টের একদিন আমরা সূচনা করব। আমরা সবাই থাকবো একসাথে। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
Because of we are running short on time for next match, I'd like to thank all 5 gentlemen. Thank you for being here today. We are about to get started with game number 2, equal exciting. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
আপনি নিশ্চয়ই গাড়ি, বাড়ি ও ব্যবসা প্রতিষ্ঠানের জন্য ইন্স্যুরেন্স খুঁজছেন? তাহলে দেরি না করে আজই ক্রিসেন্ট ইন্স্যুরেন্স ব্রোকারেজে আসুন। আমরা একমাত্র সর্বনিম্ন প্রিমিয়ামে নিশ্চয়তা দিতে পারি। পার্সোনাল গাড়ি, কমার্শিয়াল গাড়ি, ওয়ার্কার্স কম্পেনসেশন, ডিসেবিলিটি, গ্রোসারি স্টোর, ডেইরি অথবা কফি শপ, রেস্টুরেন্ট বা বেকারি আর হোম ওনার্স পলিসিতে সর্বনিম্ন অফার পেতে আমাদের সাথে যোগাযোগ করুন ক্রিসেন্ট ইন্স্যুরেন্স ব্রোকারেজ।